Now we're on. What's going on, guys? Cruzin podcast. I'm really excited today. We got a new guest. We haven't seen each other in years. We just met right now, and it feels like it's just like instant. You're a great guy, man. Erick, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, thank you for having me, guys. Yeah, like you're saying, bro, it seems like we're just picking up right where we left off.
Exactly, man. It's crazy. We haven't seen each other in years, and then
5 years.
5 years. Yeah. 6 probably now this year. It probably makes it 6.
That's right, dude.
And yeah, man, we hadn't talked in forever. I didn't have you on Instagram or anything, but you kind of showed up on my, you know how Instagram works on the Finder thing, and I saw that you work out a lot
on the Explore page. Thing that
maybe,
you just
maybe, and I saw that you were
out.
fighting. I saw that you were fighting
shit.
recently as well, and then I saw one of your workout videos, like on Instagram, and I was like, wait, that's Erick. So I followed you, and I was like, dude, how is it? And then since high school and like an all-time athlete, man, you are a great athlete and all around. I remember you did basketball. I know you did wrestling for a bit, and then was it karate? If I'm remembering correctly.
Karate was my main thing.
That was like the first main thing, right?
Yeah. I started when I was 6 doing karate, and then in school once I got into Madder Lakes, that's when I first made the junior national team for karate. Like once I was a freshman. And then from that time until I was 20, I was competing every year and traveling the world and getting to compete ever since that time. So, yeah, I took it pretty serious at that time.
So karate was your first, like, main thing. And then you eventually just branched out. After karate, what was it? Like, because I know you did basketball for a bit, but I know you're doing now, I mean, you're doing everything.
Honestly, what it was, I did both at the same time. You know, I was doing, when basketball season will come, I'll lower the training a little bit for karate. But even though there'll be times, especially in the beginning, I was really doing both at the same time. Like I'll leave basketball practice and go right to karate. And then in that time, it was pretty nonstop, bro. I don't even know how I did homework and shit.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm trying to think. So you would do basketball practice and then go into karate. And then how long was that in your day?
It would be like, because basketball practice would be right after school.
Mm-hmm.
So right after school, like at 2:30. So then we normally finish around like 4:30, sometimes 5. I'll get home, take a quick shower, and then at 6:30 I have to be in karate already, and that'll be like another 2 hours. So I'll get home like at 9. At that time I'm already beat, dude.
That's crazy, man. But that is crazy.
I'm glad I did it, man. It was it was a good experience.
That's like a level of discipline that's hard to even, like, that's a lot, man. And because when you do that for so long, like, I feel like you develop just naturally this level of, like, discipline where, I mean, I see it now, right? I mean, because now you're doing, like, MMA, right? I saw you had your first fight, which is crazy, by the way. And shout out to Allers Martial Arts. I didn't know you trained there.
I trained there, yeah. I trained there. Well, that's why I first started. I actually started training there before the whole COVID thing happened, like legit a week before everything happened.
Oh,
I started because a friend of mine had told me about the place. And then, what I said, once the COVID thing hit, obviously that just stopped. Yeah. And once once things started turning around, which was like around September, around there, I was like, man, I want to get into MMA and I want to do this. And then I was there for about 2 months, and then until I went to the place that I was going now, which is MMA Masters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we trained there. We stopped going, I believe it was actually like right before. It was before. We had been going before that. And then we had Jim on the podcast. Yeah, we were going before. And then I went to Orlando for school. So that was like December.
I got you.
And then, January I went to school, and then February, and then that's when March came with COVID and everything. So that's crazy. So we missed each other by like by a few months.
Holy crap. And you went to what, UCF?
Yeah, I went to UCF for like a bit, and then COVID hit, and I had to come back. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. But it is what it is, man. But that's awesome. And what made you want to, because it's hard for, to want to go out there and fight someone. You know what I mean?
I honestly, like,
I'm going to lower this a little bit.
Yeah. I think it was like an itch that I had because,
it's like the
mic
you got just it? Moving. It's just the mic moving by itself on camera.
Magic, right?
Yeah, go ahead. You're good.
We were talking about the MMA thing, right?
Yes.
So I guess I had like this itch that I had that I wanted to, like, it was always in the back of my head, and people always telling me, like, oh man, you should do MMA. You'd be great, all this.
You're a big guy, man.
Yeah. And then karate, I was normally known for like, you know, hitting hard, and like normally we're supposed to control our hits in karate, and I had pretty good control, but there was always sometimes that factor where I was like, man, I wish I could just, you know, I wish this was a real fight. Like it would have been a lot better. Like as a kid, I would always get disqualified for either hitting too hard or something like that. And then as I progressed, I started to gain more control. But then ultimately that itch did stay there. And I would say it stayed there because in 2018, that was the last, not my last karate competition, but that was like the last real big event that I had. That was the World Championships in Spain. And that was my final competition as a junior athlete. So I was 20 years old at the time. And that was my third World Championship competition that I had been to. And I had not, at that point, I had won 4 Pan American Championships, but I hadn't won a World Championship. And I really wanted to get that one. The highest I got was 5th place. And man, I think that
top 5, man, that's crazy.
That was my first one that I went to. I was 16 at that time. And then, bro, that really left me because I thought I was gonna have that one, and then that really left me like, I don't know, of a hole. Like I was like, man, damn, like I didn't get to that point, which I thought I was really gonna get there. And so at that point, that's when I started focusing more on school, and I left karate. I started working, and that's it. I just had to keep on training by myself and keep on the discipline until the point where I was like, oh man, people started telling me about the MMA thing, and I was like, I should consider it as an option to see.
That is crazy.
Specifically, there was one day that I had a conversation with two very close friends of mine. And then after that conversation, I was like, you know what, man, that's it. I'm going to do it. I said, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to train for this. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
That's crazy, man. Because, I mean, MMA, that's rough, man. Like, because I've never been in a fight in my life. So I can't say anything about that. But like when we did boxing, we sparred a little bit, and like with jiu-jitsu, right? When you roll and you know, so there's when you get like in that, and there's something I always say, like I feel like everybody should get hit at least once in their life. You know what I mean? I feel like it humbles you in a very like great way. Between like the boxing and jiu-jitsu, we always talk about it. Like I would tell Joshua, I got flipped once. I got grabbed my leg and flipped me midair. And the whole class was looking at me. I was like, that was the most humbling thing. I just went like, okay. And I learned after that, you know. Or when we did boxing, there was a boxing gym by here, and there was this little amateur pro fighter kid. Mm-hmm. He was like 15, 16 at the time. And he was already like sparring and like beating 20-something-year-olds in like amateur fights.
Damn, dude.
So I was like, man, I want to try the amateur class. Let me see how it is. And the trainer's like, all right, go ahead. And dude, that kid was beating me up. And it was like I was down on one knee, like he was hitting me with the body shots. And it's a humbling thing, though. You know what I mean? And I always tell Josh, like sometimes you got to get hit every once in a while. I feel like that humbles people. But it's hard. I can't even imagine. You're literally going in an all-out. MMA is an all-out like brawl. You know what I mean?
War,
and you have to remember everything. You know?
Yeah, bro. Like you're saying, it's great. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of people who probably have never gotten hit in their life, and there's a lot of MMA coaches who talk about that. They have like experiences with people that people like who create conflicts out of nowhere, like in the airport or seating, who have like this crazy ass attitude. And he's like, it's for sure that guy has not gotten his ass kicked a day in his life. For sure. And until that happens, like you say, they're not going to be humble. But yeah, bro, the MMA thing, now that I got out there and I experienced it, it's no joke. That shit, you get out there and you see, once you feel that pressure, like, oh crap, this guy's coming to take my head off. This guy could either take me to the ground. This guy could hit my legs. This guy could hit me with his hands. It's a whole nother ball game, especially from what I was used to with karate. Because in karate, it was the point sparring. So if I were to get you with a punch, the ref will stop the fight, give me the point, and we'll keep on going from there. So it was just constant stopping. Like you might get hit. Like you might get hit one good time. Like I did see some crazy knockouts when I would go on my competition. Crazy. Like there's one knockout that I remember to this day. Like I saw like clearly it was some big ass Japanese dude, and he was going against some Canadian, and he was beating the Canadian. And in karate, you have like a 8-point spread where if you beat the guy, if you have like 8 points over the guy, the match is over. And this guy was winning 7-0, the Japanese dude against the Canadian guy. And I guess the Canadian guy just wanted to get one good hit in, and he got him with the nastiest spinning hook kick. And this Japanese guy was like at least 230 pounds, like a big dude. And, bro, he felt like this with his arms locked. It was just, bro, the guy did a crazy spinning hook. It just, boom.
And he was...
boom. He just fell like a tower, bro. I was like,
on the last point.
On the last point,
bro. You know that guy's pissed. That Japanese guy woke up like, what?
Like, he woke up and he was lost, man. Like, he got hit hard. Hit hard. I had a friend of mine, too, a good friend of mine that when we went to Argentina, he got hit with a jab, bro. A jab. And my friend, man, my boy Ben, he don't want to put him out there, but whatever.
I can cut that out.
But yeah, man, he was concussed pretty bad. Like the next couple of days, he was walking like if he was drunk. I'd be like, yo, Ben, you okay? And like talking gibberish and shit. I was like, man, damn, dude.
From a jab in karate, just like a solid.
The thing is, the jabs in karate is not like a jab in boxing where you're just gonna throw the hand.
Yeah.
We're using our back leg and we're like lunging at you. So we're putting all of our body weight into that kick, into that punch. And sometimes you might be going forward at the same time. So that collision is just brutal.
And you don't see it. The worst is when you don't expect
see it coming, man. He got hit. Like, I was surprised because he took it like a champ. And then I could tell that he was out of there. He was like, oh no, I could fight. But he was like, his eyes were already like this.
That's tough, man.
It was tough, bro. I had like tears that day. That shit was crazy.
That's terrible. Have you ever been in a situation like that? Have you been like maybe like in sparring or something yet? Or
the hardest I've ever gotten hit was when I was 17, and I had a competition in New York. And I wish we could find this guy to show how this guy looks. I fought some real big African dude, and he was I believe he was like 26 at the time. His name is Alaji. He's a good dude.
So you were 17 and he was 26.
26.
That's crazy.
So the thing is, at that time, you know, my parents would always register me for the competitions, but she registered me in a division that was full contact, and we had no idea. And this was only 2 points, so you get 2 points.
Last man standing competition. Whoever lives wins. Mom, what are you doing? I'm only 17. No, you got it. Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Fatality. No, God.
Yeah. Just straight for the kill. Mom, I'm only 17. No. Trust me, it's good.
It's like snapping necks. God.
You got this. I believe in you. Get in there.
Proud of you.
Oh shit, bro. So yeah, I had gotten to the competition at 10, and apparently that division that my mom signed me up for, it was at 10. So I got there and they were giving me my credentials and stuff. They're like, hey, you're Erick, right? He's like, oh, your division's going up right now. And I'm like, oh shit, for real? I thought I was supposed to fight at 12. They're like, no, your division's going up right now. So I had to change real quick, get into my karate gear. Didn't even have a chance to warm up. The guy was already waiting for me at the ring. This was the first fight.
He was like all sweaty, just like getting ready. Like, where is Erick?
Luckily, he wasn't my first fight. So at first it was like some Chinese dude who had to fight. And then I was able to beat him. And then the next fight was this guy. And this guy came out. We had known each other because he's a sensei. So we had known each other for some time. And like I said, I had no idea this was full contact though. So as soon as we go in, we bow in, boom, I'm there floating around, and this guy just comes in, full force, gets me with a right cross. That was the hardest I've ever gotten hit in my life. I didn't fall, but like I was just stood stunned, like boom, and I was just like, oh shit.
This is full contact.
Like I felt like my head vibrating like that. I was like, oh damn. Oof. I got up and I was like, all right, let's go. And then I say he just got me one more point, and I said the fight was over. And after that, I was like, holy crap! Like my head was hurting. Like that's the hardest I've ever gotten hit in my life.
So you kind of just get stunned for a second, right? It's just kind of like a
boom. Like you're just like, luckily, yeah. Like I said, I didn't get knocked out. Like I just ate it, boom. And I was like, oh shit. And I said I just stood there like for a bit. And then I got my composure, and I was like, all right, let's go.
Your mom's like, Erick, you good? Erick is like, bro, you're like gaining all this energy. Super like. No, but that's crazy, man. That's scary stuff.
My mom and my dad were like, bro. My dad was pretty pissed. He's like, how the hell would you sign him up for this type of shit?
He's 17. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And so the MMA stuff. Recently, you had like the first fight, which you won. I saw that. Congratulations. Thank you, that was awesome. So what's that like? Like the nerves, right? Were you nervous? I liked your walkout, by the way. You came out of there like a fucking machine. You should have seen it. He walked out of there like he did like the Mike Tyson thing. He was just looking at him the whole time and slow. Everybody's like, yeah. It's like, who the hell is this guy? You know, that's scary stuff, man. It works.
Yeah,
you know?
that stuff does work. That was one thing that I always would do in karate. I would always look at the guy like right into their eyes before before walking in or anything. Like once they would call us, like, oh, you guys are going up next. By the time we're stretching and like moving around, I'm already looking at you. Then I'll be stretching. I'll just be trying to look at you. If by any second you go like this, you look around, I know you're done. Like you're like a little.
There's a little nerve there. There's nervous.
I'm getting you nervous.
It's like what Mike Tyson would do. Mike Tyson would do that, man. Mike Tyson's a fucking
He said
scary
that, yeah.
guy.
As soon as the guy did like this, that guy lost eye contact for a second, he knew that he had him.
That's like a sign of intimidation. Yeah. And once you pick that up, I mean, that gives you a level of confidence that sometimes that's all you need to be like, all right, you're gonna lose.
That's like my thing going into that. I was like, what do I have to do to like win this fight before I'm even like in the ring already? Like how do I have to present myself? A lot of things that like I thought about, like I'm gonna say it now, like when I went to the weigh-ins, like I chose not to get a haircut on purpose. I had like my beard was a little scruffy, and so I wanted to look a little shitty.
Yeah, you didn't want to look too clean.
I didn't want to look too good. That way, when I did walk out the next day, he was like, "Oh, holy crap! Who the hell is this guy?"
Like your hair's not done. You have like a beard. You're like, you're looking at him.
Right, and then the next day I come all clean.
Like, wait a second, who's this guy? That's so funny, but that makes sense. He's like, damn, this guy looks like he hasn't showered in a while. You're like,
like foaming from the mouth.
Yeah.
Angry.
But it makes sense, man. I mean, because you're a big guy. Like, you're a scary looking dude. But you're obviously like the nicest guy ever, which is so like, it's like so funny. But for these fights, you know, these people don't know who you are. So you got to make sure you're like.
All that that nice guy shit has to go out the door. Like, I chose a lot of things that I decided, especially since this is MMA. Like, maybe if it was karate, I would have acted like a little different. But since it's MMA and I know, like, man, you're just going in there. It's a gladiator sport. You're not,
man.
You're not there to play around. I chose not to shake hands with the guy. Like, after the fight, I would have, obviously, like,
of course.
But before the fight, like, nothing, man.
Even after, bro.
Yeah. After I felt bad.
They go up to you.
Because I did see at the end, he looked like he wanted to give me a handshake. But I was doing like some celebration to the camera.
You were like,
"Fuck this guy."
And then after I finished the celebration, I'm like looking around and he was already left. I was like, oh shit, all right.
You're like, fuck. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How long did that fight go? Your first one, was it?
It was so it finished in the second round with, I believe, like a minute and 30 seconds into the second round.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Because I know you did wrestling as well, right? You did wrestling at some point
in high school. Yeah. So after my senior year. After basketball season was over, I did wrestling for the remainder of the time that I was there. I legit trained for like 3-4 weeks. And then I was able to win a district championship.
Fucking guy. That's amazing, dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad I did it. Mayfield was a great guy.
Yeah. I remember.
And I got real close. I almost made it to states, man. I was in the regional semifinals. And I legit lost by 1 point against the previous, I don't know if he was a state champion or not, but he was a 4-year wrestler there for Cardinal Gibbons, a real good wrestling school. This guy was, I was like, damn, bro, this guy's pretty, he was bald. So, you know, when somebody's bald in high school, you're like, okay, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
This guy's been through shit, or?
He was like some big ass, strong white dude. It was just.
You probably didn't even go to the high school. That's probably the coach. They're probably so bad that they're like, let's put the coach in, and we got to win this. We need something. Who knows, man? Desperate times.
Ah, shit, bro.
That's crazy. But like, so you know, wrestling, karate, you know, the MMA. So you're like in like peak physical shape. Like what? That's like a level, I'm sure, of discipline and maintenance. That like, what time do you wake up? How long are your workouts? You know what I mean? I'm curious because like we enjoy working out, but God, I see your workouts like fuck, man. Like, how does he do it? You know, I struggle to wake up like at 9 a.m. to go to the to the gym. Like, that's a discipline, you know, and that's a lot of maintenance, especially now with MMA. I'm sure that's even more now. Like, I'm sure you can't eat a pizza or something. And
I mean, to a certain degree, man. Like I don't know, like if if it's genetics or anything like that. Like, because I'm not super strict with my diet. You know, I'm gonna eat my arroz con frijoles. I'm gonna eat a croqueta, some
house
empanadas.
food.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be super strict in that sense. For the workouts, man. My dad was a key component in like really creating the discipline. Like my dad, if you see my dad, you know, it's not like he's in pretty good shape for like 56 years old. He's got a little tiny belly on him, but you see him, he's got some good muscle formation. You can kind of see like the abs there. And he's always pushed me like to do exercise. Like as a kid, like you see me with like dumbbells, like 5-6 years old. He was always like wrestling with me. And
You're like,
around.
if he was like those kids on the internet, you know, like 5-6 years
little Bruce Lee kids.
yeah. No, but that's the perfect time to start, man.
Right,
young.
right.
That's the best time.
So it kind of ever since then, like ever since a kid, like I kind of like stuck there, man. Like to a certain point, like if I don't like sweat in a day, like I feel like guilty. Like I feel like some certain like there was a time I would say once I did leave karate, since I didn't have that pressure like to train or anything like that. Because like you were saying in the beginning, you know, it's a lot of discipline to do the karate and to do the basketball. But like at that age as a kid, like you don't even realize that. Like for
It's
you,
just
like
like fun, right?
for you, that's just what you do. Oh, I've been doing karate for this long, and I like to do basketball. So like it's just what you do. It just becomes a like you don't even think about like, oh, I'm making like this hard ass sacrifice or it's so rough and this, like it doesn't even like come across your mind. But once you do leave those things, like this happens to a lot of people who leave the military. Like once they don't have that structure, they don't have somebody pressing them down and wake up at 5 a.m. That's where like the discipline starts to wane away. So like I had that experience once I did leave karate. Like days I wasn't working out, I felt like I was getting a little bit like chunkier, and I was like, oh man, like I'll work out for like 2-3 days and then I'll stop, and it was just this constant like on and off until at a certain point I think it was 2018. Like I remember like it was like before New Year's. I was like, man, like what the hell? Like there was a year that it was a slow year for me. Like I had just started working, but like outside from that, I didn't do much else. Like I was just at the home, barely studying, like doing. I feel like the bare minimum. Like I didn't feel really like myself. And then after that point, I was like, man, I gotta start changing stuff up. Gotta start worrying about my health more, getting more focus on these certain things. And then from then on, from like 2019, it's been like slowly progressing into where I'm at now.
That's interesting, man. And that's great that like you caught it, you know, because I feel like a lot of people, you know, for most people in those situations, they probably won't even notice it, right? They're like, oh, like, and that's it. Like they kind of just continue until they look back and they're like, oh, like I was at this like state, I was at this peak, and I've been declining over the years, and then instead of like trying to turn it back, most people would be like, oh, like that's it, my best years are behind me or whatever. That's like right. Which is interesting, you know, especially like what you're saying when you lose like that structure or something. And I'm sure like with military people that happens too, like what you're saying. Yeah. So that's interesting. Like, I don't know, that's crazy, you know, because discipline is hard, man. It's like, especially when there's nobody there to tell you, hey, like you got to be up at this time, or you got to, you know.
Yeah. That's once you're on your own, it really does. Like, it really does. You know, you got to start. It takes a lot more willpower, I would say. Like once you're on your own, because then that's. At least at this point, you know, I'm still living with my parents, and you know, I'm pretty comfortable. But I could imagine, like, once you are living on your own and you got to start worrying about different stuff, it does become a lot harder to maintain that discipline, man.
Yeah. And I'm sure now, you know, with the MMA, because you're going to continue, is that something you're going to keep going with? Like, what's your...
So right now, that way, you know, I put on the post that I had my first MMA fight. Let's see where God takes me. So... By that, I mean, like, I'm not, I'll say right here, I think that's going to be my most, from right now, I think that's going to be my last MMA fight. Yeah? Yeah. I love the experience. Like, I love the training behind it. Like, I've been training since November for that. And I had no idea that I was going to fight in April. Like, the event came up, and I was like, all right, yeah, that's it. I feel ready. Let's do it. And I wanted to have the full experience. That way, I didn't want to have any doubt in my mind. Like, if I did want to move forward and do something different and advance in my career, I didn't want to have any doubt in my mind. Like, oh, man, what if I would have gone to the UFC? What if I would have done this? Yeah. So I was like, right now, I feel pretty happy, fulfilled with what I did. And I think I want to leave it at rest because it's tough for the family, man. Like, I don't know the situation for a lot of people and who go into the UFC. But sometimes I feel like a lot of times it's out of necessity. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, like this is the only thing they got, or this is what they think, you know, this is the way they think they're gonna make it in life. And like, I honestly don't feel that need or that necessity to become this famous UFC fighter. I'd rather stay a little closer to family, like lay low. I don't want to I feel like that fame, like problems come with that. Yeah. At the end of the day, so I'd rather lay low and stick close to my family. Because it was rough for them. My mom and my dad, like, they were...
I can imagine, man.
They were nervous as shit. and my girlfriend too, and luckily I knew I was very confident that I was gonna go in there and win because I knew I was working hard for it. But yeah, I knew for them it was tough.
It's a whole that's people, because it's like what you're saying, you have people that are going in there as well that they're there probably with nothing. Like they're going in like, I need this, so I'm gonna rip your head off if I have to, and that's hard. That is hard for the family. I can only imagine, man.
Yeah, it's a big difference, dude. And also like, yeah, I have a lot of people, like the people I've told this, like I get a lot of mixed feedback. I have a lot of people, oh man, you could be a millionaire, you could be this guy, you could be this, and then I have a lot of people, oh man, you're that's a smart decision, that's no joke, right? And you're gonna put your body through hell, like, and if you don't really need to, what's the point?
Exactly. It's true, because it's true, because it's a smart way of looking at it. It is, because you can have people that can go in and be like, oh, you know what? Like, I'm winning, right? Like, like I can become a millionaire. Like, because you could look at it that way, but man, when you come into a ring with someone that's there's gonna be that one guy.
Knocks your ass out. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Because it's inevitable, right? There's always that one guy that's gonna be hungrier, and not because of your lack of like motivation or anything. It's just this guy needs to feed his fucking kid or something. This is all he has. And then there's always like that one moment, and obviously like people could break through it and keep going, right. But it's true, like that's a smart way of looking at it. And what if you came to that point, you're like, damn, but like, or like maybe I don't need this or something,
It's tough, bro. Yeah, because inevitably all people are like, oh, you're good, you probably won't get hurt, this and that. But no matter what, I feel like you're gonna get hurt.
You're gonna get hurt, yeah, for sure.
You're gonna get hurt.
In training or whatever, in sparring, in the fight itself, like even if you win a fight, like there's people who win a fight and they come up and their face is all destroyed. And
yeah, man.
Unless you really want to put yourself through that hell, like then don't do that.
And if you feel fulfilled, man, then
that's it. Like that's the only thing I wanted to do. Like I felt like if I didn't do this fight, and I had people, I have a good coach of mine who told me that too. He's like, I think you should do this fight. Because if not, like it might create like some anxiety in the future, like that what if. So like that way, if you have this fight, that's it. You have a clear understanding of what it is, what you have to do, and there's gonna be no doubt in your mind moving forward. And yeah, honestly, man, that's how I feel right now. That's
awesome. So it was kind of like you wanted to try it. Like I wanted to go out there and experience what it's like to like train and go into a ring and like get in a.
I almost feel it like as a coming of age type thing. It's like my quinceañera.
We're gonna quote that. It's like my quinceañera, Erick on his first fight. It's like, with a picture of him in the back. Those Instagram posts, those motivational ones. It's like a quinceañera, Erick. I know what you mean.
The thing is, normally like we've lost that. Like we don't have like that coming of age moment like as men.
Mm-hmm.
Like before, like in ancestral tribes, they'll throw you in the forest like as a 13-year-old, and you have to like fend for yourself for like a couple of days,
mm-hmm.
and that'll put some freaking hair on your chest. So nowadays we don't really have that stuff. So I feel like just going out there, feeling that, like you said, having that. I've never had a street fight in my life. Like I've got into like little scuffles that have ended like pretty quick. But like never like that, a full blown
one punch, one chop.
No! Get it. Get this guy.
Like, do what's your part? Just keep walking. They're like
Chino chop.
But yeah, man, never a full blown street fight like that. So I'm having that experience. It changed. Like it clicked a lot of things.
I know we never been in a street fight. I always avoid it.
Right.
I always walk away. I feel like it's more. I feel like it's better to walk away than to lower your level.
And if you notice the people with the most skill set, like the highest skill set in MMA, for example,
always avoid fights.
They barely get in a street fight because they know to walk away.
Yeah.
Like it's because they've been through enough where they know like it's not worth it. They have a level of like discipline. Usually the people that get into street fights are the morons that never been in a fight and you know what I mean, or never been beat up before.
Right, have their ego through the roof. And
exactly.
I saw this video and it was like, it was like these two guys. It was like these like footballers in college. They're in the bathroom and it was like a club, and they were bullying these 2 other guys, and they were all drunk.
They're like bullying them basically.
they
Yeah.
were,
These 2 footballers.
Yeah, and these 2 other guys, dude, they were pushing him, bullying him, and the guy, he was a UFC fighter. He'd been training.
MMA. He was an MMA.
Yeah, he was an MMA fighter. He was like, all right. So the guy wipes down his hands.
Just
he
punched him.
slapped him in the face, and he punched him, and then the friend grabbed the other guy and slammed him. Dude,
They're
and the
done.
guys were knocked out instantly, and they're on the floor.
They won't be bullying anyone
Yeah.
ever again. I'll tell you
And
that.
I'm doing big guys too. They're like,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
was like quarterback, one was like a big dude.
Damn, bro.
Dude, like in 2 seconds, they're like, all right, that like it was so funny. He goes like this and just punches the guy, picks him up, and slammed him. That's it, and the end of the fight.
The thing is, I think once you're trained to a certain level, it's like that guy was like knew. He's like, all right, man, I'm gonna give these guys like 5 more seconds, and if they keep on with this crap, I'm destroying them. That's it. And that's why he wiped his hands. He was like, all right.
Fuck it.
he gave himself that moment of like, all right, we're gonna have to do this.
I say I have an experience like that. It was in 8th grade, where some kid, a good friend of mine, he was about my same height. He was a big dude for being an 8th grader. By the way, I was the same height when I was like in 8th grade.
Definitely genetics, like what you were saying. Definitely genetics.
And then one day after lunch, we're making our way to class, and he keeps on pushing me, like fucking around, just keeps on pushing me. I'm like, yo, stop pushing me, bro. It's getting annoying. He like laughed it off and stuff, and he did it again. And I had to tell him like 3 more times, like, yo, stop pushing me, bro. That's it. It's getting annoying. Come on, bro. Stop being a bitch.
It's like,
and I'm like, bro,
what's his goal there? You know, like,
yeah. I told him, like, yo, you touch me one more time, I'm gonna kick you in the face, bro. He's like, come on, dude. And then he did it again, bro. I took off my shoe. Like, I had some loose bands on at the time.
Yeah.
I like flicked it off. And I faked like I was gonna hit him in the stomach, and then I kicked him in the face. And he ate that. Like, I put my toe in his mouth. Like, I was like, boom. I got off a question mark kick. And after that, the kid was just like, oh, bro.
All right, I'll see you at school tomorrow, man.
All right, bye.
Later, dude. Love you, bro.
They're crying, and they're running back to the class.
So you were able to like slip off your foot, your shoe, and just go. Shh.
Let me see. Can we get it on camera there?
Yeah, please.
Yes.
So like what I did was, I flicked off the shoe, and I broke. And then, he just completely ate that shit.
The hell, man. Dude, I can barely get my leg above my hip, like,
Bro,
without pulling
I tried
some.
kickboxing, and I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? Like, I can't move this
That's
way.
that's from what, years of karate and I'm sure the flexibility
Did
level.
you do like yoga or something for stretching?
There was believe in 29. I even took a yoga class in FIU.
Nice.
But
Yoga's great. I love yoga.
I got real into it. I think in 2019 is when I got real into it, and it really helped my flexibility because I had a couple like personal training classes in FIU too, and I'll do work with some people, and they'll tell me, oh man, your hips are super tight, and I had no idea. I was like, damn, man, my hips are tight. I thought I was flexible. I could kick high and shit, but apparently like all that kit, like unless you like really work on gaining more flexibility and control of your hip muscles, then every time you kick, your hip flexors get real tight. And I had no idea. Like there was stuff like I couldn't do, like my butterfly. Like if I would get into a butterfly position, it'll be like my knees will be super high. Certain things where I feel like, damn, bro, it's just super intense. And the yoga, bro, I got into it like for a year, and then I was going to class. I was going to like actual yoga classes. Just
that is awesome. Man.
Yeah. I felt like the only guy in there.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't do it for a year. I did yoga like just on and off occasionally, or like I'll do it at home. I love yoga. Yoga is pretty cool, man. It's great. And it's relaxing too.
It really helped a lot, man. Like in terms of breathing and just flexibility and control over your muscles. It just teaches you how to loosen up, because I was a real tense guy. Like everything I did had no finesse. I had
yeah.
I had no finesse. I think it comes from my dad. My dad's a pretty rough guy.
Yeah.
So everything I did was, if I worked out, I was like,
just destroy muscle. And then yoga's just very like,
learn how to transfer your weight. And
must do a pull up. It's just like. But yeah, yoga is like that though. It's crazy, but yoga is like it's challenging, right?
Yeah.
Like those poses and stuff. There was times I did like it was hot yoga, Dude, I remember at one point I was like, I was doing like the warrior pose or something. I was like, my legs were shaking. I was like, sweat, and then I have like these women that are just like, oh,
so graceful.
Let the chief.
Yeah.
Like, okay, relax. Take a deep
And I'm
breath.
there like shaking. My legs are shaking. I'm falling off. And I was like, dude, this is like.
I love
impressive.
how easy they make everything sound. All right, so let's put your leg behind your back.
Yeah, and do 3 front flips. Like, what? And it's interesting. I love it. Like I would like to do more of it, but it's just like, I don't know. When you think of like stretching, it's like, oh yeah, I'll do it, but then you don't. That's one thing I'm working on. I just like working out. You know?
Yeah, stretching is like that thing. It's like it's not the.
It's boring.
It's not the funnest thing to do. Yeah,
exactly. And you don't feel like the results immediately. Like you work out and you feel the pump. You know? Oh, man, I feel like a little tense here. I feel it. But like stretching, it's like it takes time. Like you'll notice like the results of stretching like after 2 months. So you really notice the.
I feel like that's my problem. Yeah, because it's true. Like when you work out, you feel good right after. You're like, yeah, look at my pump or whatever. And then like when you stretch, you're like, yeah, I stretched. It was cool. It's something that takes a lot more. Like you got to be patient with it. That's probably that's my problem with it. Yeah, 'cause I love working out, right? Like I love like that feeling, but like whenever I like doing yoga, because afterwards you feel it's also like a mental detox too. But yeah, I never felt like with the stretching and stuff. I was like, damn, I need to do this more consistently. Yeah, I was never able to. I want to. That's gonna be my. Hey. You've motivated me for at least 2 months at least. And how much would you stretch, like in a week, let's say? Was it every day?
There was a time when I really got into it. So like I'd go to yoga class in the morning, and then after when I'll get home, I'll do a little bit more. And then I think the key that really like pushed me forward at night. So I'd get home from work at like 11 p.m., 11:30 sometimes. And at that time, I'll pull out the yoga mat and I'll just start doing some stuff, doing some breathing, some downward dogs. And I would focus a lot on my alignment. So I would use my TV as a mirror, and I'd always just be looking at myself, see if I'm keeping my back straight, how's my back looking, how's my posture looking. And I think like that's the real main key behind yoga is legit. It's all posture. Like once your posture is set up, all the movements become a whole lot easier. Because normally when you feel that shaking and shit, it means like something is like you're compensating with one muscle that's really not that's taking a load more than another muscle. So then it starts vibrating, it starts getting off balance, and then it starts just becoming a pain.
That's why. That's what happened to me.
I had that same thing. Once I started, I was super tense. I'll be like in a downward dog, and the lady will come, hey, relax.
You're like are you okay? You're like yeah, right? Because like at first I feel like we go into it so like just like ready to like, okay, what do I have to do? But it's just like something that you just have to like
kind of let go, man. We come in with that that manly attitude. We're gonna be like, come on, this is some.
I mean, do push-ups or something. Yeah,
all right, plank. All right,
shit's easy. Look, that's interesting though. Yeah, and that's what I love about it because it's like the total opposite. Where it's something I want to incorporate for myself. Where after a workout to just stretch, do some sort of yoga. Even if it's, I don't know, 15 minutes or something. I don't know. It sounds like what you would do it after a workout. How long would you do a stretch for?
For me, man, I like to keep things real simple. Like I try not to complicate myself. Every time I've tried to complicate myself, I end up like failing on the routine. Like anytime like I've tried to make out like a complex workout plan, or I'm gonna do this many sets of this many sets of that, it just doesn't work out for me.
Yeah, that happens to me too, man. I hate it when you start like over planning it, or that's why they say the best way to start a routine is start small and like, okay, I want to do 10 minutes of this, 5 minutes of this every day, and then build up from there.
Exactly. Something real simple, something that you can't mess up, something like you can. So after like I would pick like 5 positions. Let's say I'll start from the top. I'll do like the sun salutation. So I'll start from the top. I'll do like a halfway bend. I'll go into a downward dog. I'll do a plank. Then I'll do the upward dog, with your back straight up like that. And then I'll transition back into a halfway bend and go back up. And I'll do that a couple times. And then like once you have something set up like that, then you get a little bit more curious and you start going into like different positions. You'll do the warrior, and then you start trying to understand like, because all of this is technique at the end of the day. Yeah. The way it's just learning how to transfer your weight and keeping your hips stable and balanced throughout the whole movement, where nothing in you doing yoga should feel stressed at any moment. It should all be one fluid motion. When you transition to downward dog, you go back up. It should all be fluid. So I would say, man, yeah, you don't need more than 10 to 15 minutes to do a stretching routine that you could that's gonna give you results over time. Because at the end of the day, you just gotta add that up, right? You should look at it like, oh, okay, I did an hour. If you add 10 minutes every day, that's an hour every week, right? By the end of the day, you had 4 hours of dedicated to stretching by the end of the month, and that adds up over time. That adds up, man. The thing is, when you don't do shit, is then
you're literally not. Yeah, exactly. That's how. That's something I've been trying to like at least 10 mintes after a workout. You know,
right.
just stretch because I do want to stretch more because there is times I feel like, man, I'm tense or whatever.
Right.
It's like right now I'm doing like interval training, so it's a lot of just like heavy, like the sled pushing and all that. Like
and
heavy
you're working out at Infamous, or where is it?
Oh, Infamous? No. I worked with him for like some videos and stuff. My friend was doing his first bodybuilding competition there, so I filmed for him. I did like a little documentary for him, which was really cool. It was a lot of fun. Cool. It's a great gym. It was just too far for me. I live by here, so Infamous is like in Hialeah. Yeah. They're like deep in Hialeah. Yeah, it's a great gym though. There, it's. I don't think they do stretching there, man. I think they're like, dude, that's just they don't do. There's no yoga there. There is just lift weights and
pure testosterone.
Just one hand up.
Yeah, there's no yoga there, man. I really don't think so. But I was doing, I did boxing for a couple years, and then I got into jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Like before COVID, we were doing that and basketball. We were doing all three.
Oh yeah,
basketball too.
Yeah, we would play a couple times a week basketball.
So
we'll get people
doing like all three. Like before COVID, I was doing all three. Like I was like this. I was kind of like fat.
Yeah.
I did my cardio. Like I never won. There was a guy like kind of like he like fit. Dude, I was like I would be dead tired and I was still going.
Really?
I was still going. That guy's fucking tired.
Sorry, this guy.
Yeah, man, we would because we did.
He's got decoration books.
Wow, this guy. Yeah, dude, because boxing is a great workout, and then jiu-jitsu is a whole different level of fatigue.
I hate the warm-up.
The grappling. Cause I never got into wrestling. I remember,
I don't feel wear those fucking outfits, dude.
Yeah, those outfits. That was a thing. I was like, man, this
doesn't feel right.
It's a tight look for me.
Yeah. It's very weird.
Yeah, and like with wrestling in high school, I was gonna do it, right? My friends like Jordan, all these people, they're like, "Oh, just try it, whatever." I was like, "All right." So I went to like one summer class, like to do. I did. No, that's the thing. I never even got into the hard stuff. I did lifting for the summer. I was like, yeah. I'm gonna do it. So I showed them, like, all right, we'll see you next time. I was like, yeah. It was the summer, bro. I never went back. And I regret it. I wish I did, but at the time I didn't understand. I was like, oh, like it's the summer or whatever. And now, the jiu-jitsu was like, dude, this is so amazing. Or like with the boxing or.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu. Yeah. I started here with Jim.
He did. You trained with Jim. Yeah,
that's where I started until I transitioned. I went to train with your Romero too.
Okay.
For about 2 months from from like October to December, and then in December is when I transitioned into MMA Masters, where I'm now, where Kobe Covington trains and stuff.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
When we first started, I rolled with this big guy.
Oh yeah.
Dude, this guy was like
James.
I don't know, but it was like.
But it was here.
In Jim's place, dude. This guy was on top of me. I'm like, dude, I couldn't shrimp.
Dude,
I was like, dude, this guy is just too heavy for me. Like, dude, at one point he put his weight on my nose.
Oh.
He's like, I'm dying here.
It's a whole different level of fatigue.
Yeah.
That's what I loved about it, though. Like, it's literally like it's like the survival instinct, I
got like so pissed once that this guy was like, he was like just destroying me in the 3-minute roll. I was getting destroyed, dude. My head was like getting smashed. He was like throwing me around, dude. I was getting pissed. I was like, dude, I want to punch this guy.
Fuck the jiu-jitsu. I just want to punch.
Like one quick hook in there.
Someone just beating on you for 3 minutes.
It's rough.
Dude, he was just doing these weird, like, ninja shit on me. Like, next thing I know, I'm on my back. I'm like face first, my arms behind me.
Next thing you know, he's eating a taco and Joshua's in pain.
I mean, like, oh, what is happening right now? The worst one was when I got like armbar. The guy like cranked it.
Shit! Oh, he cranked it.
Yeah,
what a bitch.
Yeah. When you get those like overly like aggressive people.
I got choked once pretty hard, and I was like, "Fuck
Yeah, because people. I mean, especially if like if they have more experience than you, like.
I always like rolling people like for purple or like blue, because they know how to like control. Dude, rolling like with someone who's new is so dangerous.
Oof.
Because they don't know.
That's right.
So they just start like oh dude, don't pull.
Or when you get the people that like they listen to Joe Rogan's podcast like 6 times and they're like, no, let's do it. I mean, and then
like, dude, it's happening. Yeah.
They don't realize
it's very dangerous. It's very
the danger behind it. They gotta ease into it. Like once you have it, like the guy is gonna be there. Like you don't have to like.
I was rolling with this one girl and I was like, oh, like she was like. There was that girl, that Asian one.
Oh, she was very petite.
Yeah, she's very.
I remember her.
Yeah,
her name. Oh, she's so nice. And then I saw her.
Dude, she was quick. She was quick. She'll be like in front of you. You'll be like on the guard, and next thing you know, she'll reverse you, and she'll be behind you, and she's choking you out.
Yeah. I remember I rolled with her too one time, and I was like.
How do I do this?
Yeah. I was being like a super gentle giant. I was like, okay.
Woo. Yeah, I made one girl tap because I was on the side control.
Damn, bro, you're a fucking beast.
Yeah,
I remember I choked her out, dude.
Yeah, I was in side control, and just like with my weight alone, she tapped.
Damn,
yeah. With my weight.
Yeah, side control. Once you put that shoulder on.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I kind of miss it, man. Jiu-jitsu is great.
Jiu-jitsu is great. The one thing I wasn't good was takedowns because I hurt my ankle.
Yeah.
Because I pulled like a ligament.
Oh shit!
And takedowns. Takedowns, I was always like, because I have bad ankles.
Right.
So I was always very like cautious, like, I'll start from the knee, because I didn't like takedowns.
Man, takedowns are tough. They're explosive. You gotta put a lot of force behind it.
The thing is, if you land wrong,
oof.
Like that's what happened to me. We were just practicing thing like single leg. And my ankle just gave out, and I.
Yeah, because he's messed up. Yeah, he's messed up his ankles.
Because I messed up my ankles playing basketball. I slipped on the stairs.
Slipped on the stairs.
Yeah, just stupid shit.
Wearing Crocs, fucking
I
Crocs.
Basketball wearing Crocs.
Oh man.
That wasn't smart.
By himself too. By himself.
No, that was me and you were playing.
Oh,
there's moments where that happens.
No, one time it was Father's Day, and I was playing by myself. But
so we looked out the window. It's just Joshua on the floor outside by himself, like
the house was so stupid. It was all grass, and this was the concrete.
Right, a little bit of concrete.
But it was like a high. It was high
and
step.
There was like one big high step. So I was like normal. I wasn't even sprinting. I was a little jog, a nice little jog. But the problem, my foot slipped and I landed right on the high step, so my whole foot went down and just twisted.
Jesus Christ!
And then I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" I was on the floor, like, "How did this just?"
Next
happen?
thing you know, then he's like, with a cast around his ankle.
In the finals.
Damn, bro, that was a while ago.
Yeah. I if I twist this one, I never told me if I twist my right ankle one more time, I need surgery.
Fuck.
So that's why with the rolling, I haven't gone back to it because it's like, because then before I popped my knee. So that was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, I messed up my knee doing jiu-jitsu once. Yeah. That was like my first injury.
Yeah, and because I popped my knee, I was on top mount. The guy, I was top mount, I was going for the arm bar.
Yeah.
And then as I was like, grabbed his arm to like go into the arm bar, he moved forward and I fell back. Oh. So my knee went like just popped. And luckily it wasn't bad, but then like I went to the doctor like a few months ago, and I didn't even realize I had a swollen knee for like a year. My knee
you had no idea. You just kept on.
It was like a little bit like swollen. I know I did like the test. And it was like, oh, it was like a little bit swollen. I was like, oh, I didn't even know, because I always get pain.
Right.
Randomly, man, I always get like this random knee pain, and it was because of that. Because what happened was like my kneecap moved out and moved back in. Like it went in and out.
Damn.
And that's what happened. Yeah.
And they didn't say anything happened to.
No, it was fine. Like, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
You're fine.
Just a swelling.
Right. Whatever.
You're fat.
Just lose a little weight and then like you'll be fine. But just put ice. I just iced it for like a few weeks and then it went away.
And
now my knee is good. Now my knee is fine.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Jiu-jitsu, man. Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. That shit happens, bro.
The main thing was the ear thing.
You didn't want to get that, huh?
That was because with the podcasting and like with school or stuff. I was like, I don't want to get that.
Yeah, my mom was super worried about that too. She's like, man, if your ears get messed up, I'm gonna freaking kill you.
Have you? There's some crazy cauliflower ears. Have you seen them?
Oh,
I see them like, damn.
No,
I mean, Mayfield's ears were pretty bad. Mayfield had some pretty bad ears.
Yeah. Or even at the gym, there was one kid we were training with that he got it.
Ears too.
Yeah. Spine. I remember they had the needle putting it.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like.
Screw that shit, dude.
I do miss the rolling though. That was.
It's fun. Rolling, honestly, like you were saying, the cardio for grappling is just so much different from standing.
It's just like it's survival.
Yeah.
You're literally just trying to survive.
It's constant. Like, because when you're standing, you have enough time to like coast for a bit.
Yeah.
You can get some distance, and you're just there. But when
rolling.
you're grappling, it's constant. You have to be careful about.
How do I flip you? And then you once you do like flip them, then that you exerted so much energy, but now you have to keep it there.
Yeah, I know once I got like this takedown, dude. I landed on my back. I lost all my air. I was like, ooh. I was like, dude,
flat back.
Yeah, I was like, dude, how did this just happen?
That guy flipped me midair. I was trying a takedown or something. I forgot what it was. And I did something. And I was like, ha, and he grabbed my leg, and I was like, I looked at him, and he flipped me like a full backflip.
I did one takedown. I was like, you know, when you get like frustrated. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to like just.
Like,
I was like angry. Dude, I just fucking lunged and I get like I think it was a double leg. Boom! I just took him down. I just shot it. I'm just gonna shoot at this guy and see what happens. And I did
for the football.
Yeah. I never once
straight into the wall.
This guy had me I forgot who it was. I had me an arm bar. I just picked him up and just like. and I broke off and I just. Broke off the arm.
Yeah, I love how it's like human chess basically.
Yeah.
Like you have to think of like. You have to think 2-3 moves ahead, you know?
Yeah, and when I was
that's what I loved about it.
When we were doing it for months, I was like noticing I was getting better at it. I never once this guy had me in the choke. Like, no, I was like, he had the back mount. And I was like trying to get out, dude. I just did like flip. I just did like a front flip, reverse him. Yeah.
You were able to get him on top?
Yeah, I was able to like get on top mount or side control. I was like, dude, I just did that. I was able to like reverse people. And choking, I was always good to like break out of it. Cause every time
like a rear naked choke or anything?
Yeah. Like one guy, like, cause they always told me when you get a guy like has your neck, just put your neck down,
right,
and do that, and I would just like break out of it, stuff like that. I was all like, the main thing is when you notice the progress, you feel good.
Yeah.
And like
it's rewarding.
When I got that one tap, I was like, yes.
Oh yeah, when you get your first
when you
tap,
get your first tap,
it was like,
you stay cool there, but then when you get in the court, you're like, it is rewarding though.
Guess what? I got my first tap today.
Yeah, literally. I was like doing like front flips. Like, dude, how am I doing front flips? Like, I could never do that. I was doing like back flips to break out of moves, front flips. Right. I was like, dude, like I feel more.
It starts just like it comes to your head like in the moment once you're in that position. Like, oh, I could do a front flip here. Boom, and you just go ahead and do it. It just starts coming to your head. It's crazy. Man.
It's fatiguing, but like when you get that tap or something, it's rewarding. It really is.
The one thing I didn't like was the heel hook. When we were learning heel hook, I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to learn that. No, I don't want to do that.
It's crazy because everybody's like, it's so brutal that one, and like if somebody gets you and like you don't even notice. Like they say, if you feel any pain, like that said, it's too late. It's like, man, that's some scary shit.
Yeah,
that is some scary shit.
Heel hook, the trainer was like, be very careful.
Right.
Don't even say the slightest pull you can.
That's the scary part of it. Because at the end of the day, I'm there to learn, man. I'm not trying to get into a fight or anything. I'm not going pro. So when I start rolling with these people, that it's like, all right, dude, look, I'll roll hard with you, but like let's be controlled here. I'm not trying to mess up my body.
The best partners I had was like the higher belts, even like the women.
Yeah.
Too, because the women are very, because like they're not about like strength, they're more like sleek, like.
Yeah, very technical. You see, I see it all the time with like certain people there in the gym. It's like the guys who are technical just by the way they grab and moving. It's a different tempo. Where the guys who are just
brute force,
I was rolling
and they don't know what they're doing.
I was one guy, and he was rolling with his eyes closed, and he was like, I was like, dude, why? And then he was like beating me.
Fucking Yoda over here.
Yeah, beating me. I was like, dude, I was like, what the fuck? He's like eyes closed. Like, I was like, dude, how is he doing this?
That's crazy.
The guy was like one with the cheek.
I can see how like if you close your eyes, you kind of just like imagining where your positioning is, where your hands are.
Because you can feel where the body is already, so you're like, okay, here. And that's some next level stuff, man.
Yes.
I just from there like, and it's crazy because this is about how big you are. You can win. I have my brother he's way bigger than me. Yeah. He's like 6 something. At the time he was like 300 pounds. He was big and he was on me on full mount, and I was literally able to completely flip him using the the hip thrust. I forgot what it was called, but
the hip bump.
Yeah, the hip bump.
Yeah, you'll grab your arm
and I flipped him over. It was for like a drill, and I remember Jim was like, "Ninja, nice."
Jim's a cool dude.
Yeah, man, he's awesome. We had him on the podcast once. Yeah, he's cool.
I rolled with him too, and yeah, bro, he got my ass. He got my ass pretty good one time. I got like strength and like
he's so
40 pounds.
I remember once he was like showing the class. I think it was Mumford, And
Oh yeah,
he was trying to like take him down, and he had his hands behind his back, and he couldn't take him down. All leg strength.
Oh, that he got Mumph in that?
No. Like Mumford was trying to do like a takedown on him, and that was the whole point like of the drill. And Jim was just standing like he had his hands behind his back,
and he couldn't take.
And he couldn't, and Jim was just standing there. And I was like, dude, that's impressive. Like just
that's
with
strength,
your legs alone, you can just like stay like.
He's a strong dude. I had my problems with Mumph for some reason. I don't know. Mumph like didn't. I don't know. I think we're cool now. I got to a point, but like he would go super hard on me. Like,
yeah,
he would roll. Like, is he like that with?
Yeah.
We didn't have too many people when I would roll in class, so I didn't see how he would roll.
Oh,
okay. You
okay.
go to the morning class?
Yeah, I would go to the morning
classes.
Morning
was a lot more of the higher belt people.
No, he's like that.
Right?
I think. Yeah. He just goes like Mumford. He would go hard. Where you're like, oh, dude, are you good? Like,
yeah,
you know,
I had to tell him that. I'm like, yo, are we having a problem here?
Are we having a problem? He was going like too hard.
It was like my first time rolling. He thought I was someone else.
Oh yeah.
He thought I was someone else, so he was going hard on me. Then he was like, "Oh, he's like, dude, are you new here?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I just started." He's like, "Oh, dude, I thought you were someone else." Because
I was trying to kick your ass.
Yeah, he was like doing these moves. I was like, "Dude, what is happening?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Where am I? Where am I? What's happening?"
Yo.
No, yeah, that's definitely. He's like that. There, like with me, there was a time he was rolling and he was doing like these flips. And he was like going hard. I was like, dude, what is going on? I thought he was gonna stomp me in the face because he was like trying to do like these forward leg stomp. I don't know what he was doing. I got so scared. I was like, dude, this guy's gonna kick me in the face.
Yeah, but he'll try to get me an arm, bro, and he'll go like full speed. And
that's definitely your size. I think it's your size. And he's like, I need to find a way to.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. And like, you know, from the karate thing, I learned how to be like, I was new, but I wasn't. I wasn't one of these guys who goes super hard. Like, I know how to control myself, like not to like put anybody in any bad positions or anything like that. But yeah, I was like, bro, okay. But once you like,
are we having a problem?
Yeah, that switch does turn on for me. So like once I saw he was going hard, I'm like, okay, all right, want to go hard?
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah,
let's do this.
That's.
But I think we became cool after that. Like after that, yeah, there was a certain level of respect.
That's so funny. Like, are we having a problem here? Like just mid roll.
I tell like after we got up, because he'll clap my hand like this. And like, look away. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
He's just angry at you for no reason.
Yeah, he gets in his zones. He gets in his zones where it's just like, all right. And you're a big guy, so maybe he was trying to like figure out like, okay, how can I, you know, you're a strong guy, so and I'm sure you held your own.
Yeah. Those times he tried to get me in the armbar, and I did the, man, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm sure that all that played a part. He's like, fuck. Understandably, you know, I get that. It's interesting, man. Jiu-jitsu is great. That, you know, boxing was great too.
Right. And what are you guys doing boxing?
We were doing it with the Gym Boxing Fitness. Actually, it's like by here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's by you know where? Okay, wait. We're here. Mm-hmm. You know, like on Sheridan Street.
Yeah.
You know that Publix that's there, and it's right next to Okeechobee.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. That there's.
It's right there.
What's that restaurant called? That little
something cafe, something.
Pedrito's Cafe. There's a Pedrito's Cafe, and there's a barber shop. There's a Publix, and there's a
Sheridan Street. Yeah.
Yeah, but not like where Cinemark is, but like
on the other side.
On the other side, like right next to Okeechobee. That's where that's where we live. And it's
you just dox yourself.
I doxed myself. But yeah, it's called the Gym Boxing Fitness. That's where we did boxing. It was great there.
Yeah,
it was very good.
We did boxing 3 or 4 years, and when we went to Jim's place, Jim wanted me to fight.
Oh yeah, he's like, Jim motivates everybody to fight.
Yeah, bro. Right. Yeah.
No, because he noticed me doing uppercuts. I was punching and I was like hitting hard.
Right.
And he was like, "Oh, dude, like you want to fight?" I'm like, "Nah, man."
Yeah, Jim was always trying to get somebody to fight. You want to fight? You want to fight?
Yeah.
There's like a 12-year-old girl. You want to fight?
Wait, what? Yeah.
Come on, get in there, ninja. What? No.
There's some things like that where like, I was like, yo, man, like not everybody, you know, that's just, you know, not everybody can go into the ring like that, bro.
It's true.
No joke.
Nah, me, I'm lucky. I don't need to go fight.
Fuck that, bro. I saw some guy there who went the other day, who I remember who was training there, who's going, and he had a fight. I think it was like 3 months ago, and bro, he got knocked the hell out. Like he got put out on a stretcher, bro.
At Jim's place, dude?
Yeah, it was going to Jim's place.
Was
yeah.
PJ?
No, not PJ. PJ's pretty good.
No,
PJ's
good.
PJ's good.
PJ's good. It was some other guy. Fuck, I forgot his name, but he was pretty tall and like skinny. I forgot his name now, and I think he had like small dreads. But he was close to my height, but he was real skinny. He was like 145 pounds. He was real skinny, but he got put out on a stretcher. I saw. It's like, damn, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You gotta be ready, man.
You gotta be ready, bro. Like you gotta have people in your corner who tell you like, it's like, listen, you can't, like in these conditions that you're in right now, you can't fight. You can't fight like that.
Yeah, man, because that's no joke.
Yeah.
That's no joke.
And look at that UFC fight that happened on Saturday. That Mazadov.
Yeah, bro.
He got knocked out.
Yeah, and
That
he
was
looked ready. Yeah, he looked ready, man.
Yeah,
But
I think he got too cocky.
too cocky, man. And honestly, there's a little bit of nerves in there. Even once at that point, it was a huge fight for him. Like he probably was thinking about, man, if I win this fight, I'm gonna become a fucking superstar.
Yeah, but he
Like,
got like.
You know?
That was the perfect punch.
Yeah,
That,
beautiful
talk
punch.
about perfect technique. Like that was just perfect. Like that was just.
That's
was
you have
crazy,
like
dude.
one guy that doesn't joke around and is disciplined, and you had the other guy that was probably too cocky. He was taunting a little bit, and he got caught.
His hands were
Got
down.
a little too caught up in the hype.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of people supporting him, a lot of people behind him.
Yeah,
I think
for
people
sure.
wanted him to win. But the other guy's a champion, dude. The other guy came.
He was
Kamaru
ready.
Usman is a
He was-
beast.
Dude, that was the perfect punch. You look at the video,
Just all,
just
like,
the
perfect,
form.
just
He had
perfect.
the perfect amount of power coming out. Just like
Bro, he put his whole body into that
Oh,
one. I haven't seen a punch like that like in a while where somebody's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
had
yeah.
just boom.
Yeah, that was just clean. Just like
The
clean shot.
And then he hit him 5 good times after that on the floor too, man. And those punches really hurt. Those hammer fists coming down like
Like, I
that.
tell you, like you're already
Oh,
done.
that's
You're knocked
brute
out.
force. That's just like
Yeah,
Well,
bro.
here was one that the guy who broke his leg.
Oh man, yeah, Chris Weidman, holy shit, dude.
Dude, like the way his leg, when he put his leg down, just that's it. Like his leg.
It turns into a spaghetti like that. It's like,
Oof.
dude.
Dude, what?
yeah, I see that stuff. And it's like, damn, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I injured my knee like 4 weeks before the fight. Like I had a partial. I fought with like a partial tear in my MCL. I wasn't even going to. I was going to the gym like twice a week. I was doing a lot of stuff in my house because my knee was just. I was like, fuck, man. I don't want to. I barely did any jiu-jitsu going into the fight. I was
That's
working
crazy.
a lot out of my hands, and ultimately jiu-jitsu is what I won with. It was
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some clips, man. I mean, that's crazy. I
Yeah,
was like, dude,
I
that's
need to get you
Erick.
the whole video. Now you can see. I've been waiting. There's some guy who took the guy who made that little montage. He has the full videos. So I'm waiting for him to send it to me because I would like to post that.
Yeah,
he
do
got
it, man.
real good. He got the walk in, everything real nice.
Yes, we need that video.
So yeah, I
I wanna
people
see that.
to
That's
see
awesome.
shit. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. How are the nerves when you're walking out?
Bro. To be honest with you, I was pretty cool. Like even before the whole week leading up to it, like I didn't. At no point was like I slept like a baby the night before. Like
I am going to win tomorrow.
I feel like you've also done a lot of competitions at high stakes like that, where you're talking about world championships and stuff like that, where I'm sure that the nerves on that already, so it's not something that you're new to.
Right. Yeah, it was a lot, man. Even with the basketball, like those basketball games where we have the whole school coming out.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Erick, yeah, all the girls. Erick. Yeah.
Over here.
I feel like that's a whole different level, right? Let's be honest here. There's one thing like you're getting into a fight, but when you're playing in a basketball game, the whole class is there, all the girls are looking at you.
You miss a shot. You're like,
Yeah, fuck, they're looking at me. Erick, what's going on?
Erick, you fucking suck.
you go the next day, you only got like 2 points.
Yeah, you don't even want to show your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so
Your
funny,
team lost
man.
by like 50.
Oh man, that's the worst. You go like with your head down. You're like, shit, bro. I hope nobody talks to me today.
Yeah, right. That's a whole different ball game when you
Yeah.
got all the girls watching. It's like I'd rather get punched in the face at that point.
Yeah, when you have like girls watching play ball, you start playing.
Oh,
terrible.
man,
So
yeah.
you start airballing and
You
Man.
start trying too much.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Yeah, like
Kobe,
The day
Kobe,
nobody's
Kobe.
watching.
oh, that's when you play.
You're
Swish.
killing it, bro.
Yeah,
And
all
MJ
day.
out there.
That's so. It's so funny.
Once
I
you
see,
get like 2 people watching, I say,
That's
oh
it.
gosh.
It's game over. Yeah.
you start overthinking it. You try moves that you've never done before.
Hey, what's coming over me?
Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Luckily, going into it, even coming up before the fight, like I was thinking, once people start showing up, I was gonna start feeling a little bit more. But I guess the yoga helped me out, man, because I was doing a lot of deep breaths, just like enjoying the moment. Feel like, man, that's it. Like what was going through my mind is like, that's it. Like all the work is done. Like there's nothing I have to worry about now. Now it's just step in there, and what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Like I said, I have control. Obviously, what's gonna happen, but like I I guess I could say there's not gonna be one crazy thing that I'm gonna think of during the fight that's gonna like win me the fight.
Right.
What was gonna win me the fight is all the training that I did beforehand. So at that point, I learned that from karate because there was times where I'd be like that I would go into a competition less confident, and I realized it was because I didn't train enough. So when you go into a thing like that with any sense of doubt, that's where you're in a bad position. If you go into a fight where you're like, oh man, did I do enough? Fuck, is there something else that I should have done? When you go in like that, that's a tough position.
It usually means that you didn't train enough.
Yeah, you gotta be in there like I said, the work that I put in. That's why I walked out the way I walked out. Like I said, I felt like, man, this guy, I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna kill this guy. That's it. Like, I knew everything that I did was more than enough. Like I knew I just had to go in there and show up, and that's it. What's gonna happen.
That's great. That's a great way of looking at it. It's just accepting it. It's like, okay, like I did what I had to do.
Because the thing is, you could train. You could, let's say you train the amount that you needed to train, but then the day of the competition, you're like, oh man, you're stressing everything out. You're worrying about what you're gonna do. Oh shit, what if this guy does this? What if this guy does that?
Yeah,
and you're psyching yourself out, bro. And you could have trained that. You could be in the perfect shape of your life, but then mentally you just destroy yourself.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
But it makes so much sense, though. It really does. I mean, like that. It's like what we're talking like with the McGregor fight, right? Shit could just happen. Yeah. Like I'm sure he was perfectly ready to fight for that fight, and then
I think, bro.
Leg kicks.
I don't like the nice McGregor, bro.
No, because it's crazy. What's his name? Is it not Mike? Dustin Poirier?
Yeah.
Poirier, yeah.
He said it on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he said how by him not trash talking, it made it easier for him.
Way easier.
Cause remember that trash talk he would do to people would get them so, and plus with the fans, they'll get so nervous. That's it.
It was a whole different level.
I feel like for him too, because when you do trash talk, you're putting yourself out there. Like, oh shit, I talked a lot of shit. I need to back that shit up now.
Yeah, and what it is too is also like he doesn't have that drive.
Right.
He's like he's got the whiskey. He has that super yacht.
Yeah.
It's like what we talked about earlier. Like, is that hunger there still, as compared to a guy who needs it? Like what you were talking about, where it's like, oh, it's not a necessity.
Poirier, that was a huge fight. Mm-hmm. If he wins that, he won that fight.
Not every fighter is like that. What's his name? Khabib.
Right.
Khabib was a whole other level. Yeah. The guy had this discipline of like, dude, how?
Guy's an animal.
Dude, that guy, just the way, it's just like, dude, like. Props to you, man.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get somebody like that with a crazy discipline like that in that type of sport. They'll mop the floor with people.
The problem with Conor McGregor, he's too like fighting.
I thought he was doing pretty well. I thought the fight, like for him, he stunned him a bit.
He had put too much weight on his.
He's good, and you have to assume there's possibly a level. He's probably not as disciplined as Khabib. There has to be. Some shit that maybe he struggles with. Some shit, with all the money and the fame.
I always notice with Conor.
He is always working.
When he gets gassed, he kind of all right, like he kind of just like, I don't want to say give up. I'm not gonna say that.
But he coasts a little bit.
Yeah, he kind of just like, all right, and that's it. Like he loses his flow.
It's like he takes it until he gets like his second win or something.
To me though, bro, I think he didn't walk in like the Conor McGregor that has walked out into that ring in the past, and I think it was because. Leading up, all being like super nice. Oh, this guy's he was praising Poirier.
Yeah,
this guy's like it's a whole different guys here in the organization. Props to him. My respects. All this crap. It's like, bro.
Yeah, now
you're about to fight this guy. And you're like, you're sucking his.
The whole point. I think the first time they fought, it was the nerves of him trash talking, just him going after him.
Yeah,
and
it's a whole different animal.
And the fans added a whole other level to it.
Yeah. That's true.
Then you have fans screaming, "Oh, you're gonna fucking die!"
All that stuff.
Yeah, like all that
that's
gets
scary, man.
But all that, I mean, he was just hyping Poirier up. Poirier was like, "Yeah, I am.
No,
I am one
he's
of
a
the
good fighter. He's a good fighter. He's gonna whoop my ass. Don't worry about it. He's gonna. That's all he needed to say, right? Like, but it's true because like when you have him trash talking, he's like, "Damn, like this guy is crazy." Yeah. When you kind of get that, because I feel like that's what he would do, right? Like this guy is crazy.
Yeah, if you see the look in his eye in that fight, the look into his eyes in that fight, it's not like that Conor McGregor who would walk in with that attitude of, oh yeah, baby, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that shit. He did the same shit. He did his same walk up. He did the arms, but his face, you could tell in his face that it wasn't the same guy.
It was like business McGregor.
Like he has money, he's comfortable.
It was like a business McGregor. It's more of like a entertainment thing. This is what I do.
Yeah, this is going through the motions.
And that could be a big factor.
I want to see what happens now. Now that they're gonna fight again, I want to see. The only thing that I hate now is that if he does go back to shit talking McGregor, people see that it's an
like,
act.
oh yeah, it's an act. Yeah, now he has to stick with it, right? I feel like, okay, this is you now, and I do think that's just him now. But because like that Cowboy fight, remember that one that was like 10 seconds long?
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit,
that was him. That was him going out there just killing the guy, and he had that attitude. He had that freaking drive,
and he went for it.
Yeah, I remember I saw that fight with Khabib. That one, that was just.
He talked too much for that one. I think he like.
No, but he like.
That was a lot.
Off Khabib.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Khabib was like, I'm going to kill you. He is mine.
Yeah,
Dude, I saw the audio and it was like when Khabib was like hitting him and it was like Conor on the floor. He's like, come on, Conor. He was like, come on. He was like just hitting him. Dude, Khabib
was
wanted
pissed
to like fucking kill that to the point where even after the fight, he wanted to keep fighting him.
Yeah.
Like that was scary.
I just think like you have to pick your battles in that sense. I feel like Khabib is not the type of guy. Is not the guy you want to talk shit to.
Yeah, it's like being a bully.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you got to know who you can bully.
Yeah.
You don't want to pick that one kid too much that knows how to.
Choke, he was tapping and he didn't want to let go. He was just he wanted to keep choking.
It was
him.
personal. It was personal for him.
Yeah.
And I think even McGregor said, "Oh, it's just business."
Right.
At one
McGregor
point,
was talking like like he was going. There's a level of shit talking, but then he just went like over the line.
He was going personal, right?
It was the middle of the fight. They're on the ground. He's like, "Oh, dude, like it's just business." And that was when Khabib
was like, "Dog!"
And Khabib was like, "Oh, like telling, Conor, let's talk." And he's like, "Come on!" And he was just hitting him.
Boom.
Like and then that's when Conor's like, "Oh, dude, it's just business."
Yeah, right.
Not to
in that case.
Yeah, but I think he said like some racist shit to him.
Right, he said. I think he like criticized his wife. He said a lot of
religion.
Yeah, he said a lot of religious shit.
Yeah, that.
So like, at that point,
what's going on here? What's going on here?
Like to me, the best type of shit talking is where you make fun of the guy.
Yeah, like when he did like with the Mayweather stuff at first. You remember that? Like that was fun.
Fucking Mayweather's.
Yeah. Who the fuck is this guy?
And to Dustin Poirier, he's like, oh man, his chin is deteriorating. All that shit is fucking.
Little hands.
When he fought that other guy, when he got the belt the first time, he took the belt from him.
Oh yeah. From Eddie Alvarez and shit.
Yeah, but with Khabib, he went too far, and that was like. The Khabib was, I'm going to snap this guy's neck and drink his blood.
That was
and I think there's a certain level of karma. I don't know, something that like, it goes against you. If you do go across that line.
Did he throw a chair at a bus?
Yeah. The whole thing, he threw that dolly.
It was like it's becoming WWE.
It's like, what the hell's going on with this guy?
Fighters. A fighter
got cut up.
Yeah.
They were pissed. A lot of people were pissed at that.
Yeah, because
shit.
I think one or two fights had to step down because they got hurt.
Maybe in life's weird way, that was like life being like he had to get whooped by him so bad so he can be like, okay, like maybe I did cross the line. If he had won, he would have been even worse for the next fighter.
Yeah.
So maybe that was life being like, pump the brakes a little bit.
Here
You went too far.
Get humble. Like a drinking problem
Possibly.
I think he was like drinking a lot.
You have to assume somebody who came from essentially he came from essentially nothing.
Yeah.
Right. And then you get all this money, you get all this fame.
Quick.
Have you seen his movie, the documentary?
I actually haven't seen and I know it's on Netflix.
It's a great documentary.
That one's actually a really good documentary.
Right.
And you see like how again like from nothing to where he is now. It's like
And bro, a lot of stuff comes with that shit, bro. So like you started being with new people, experiencing new things in life. It's real easy to fall into temptations.
Yeah.
And get tempted with all that money you're getting, all that fame.
I want to see him fight Khabib again, though. That would be funny.
Yeah. I don't think he would win.
Khabib would just fucking destroy him.
Yeah, I think Khabib will just get him.
Yeah, especially now.
There's some people you just can't beat. There's some people you just literally like. Khabib is just.
The thing is, the floor. At least from a lot of people that I spoken to, they say like anybody who dominates the floor like at that level, forget about it. Doesn't matter how good your striking is.
And he's strong though. Like,
yeah.
like, dude, like,
bro, this guy was wrestling bears since he was 9.
Dude, what is
his
that?
Forearms alone. Just imagine being choked like just by that. Like that's just pure.
Bro,
strength.
the grip on these guys. I don't know, because there was a guy, some guy in the gym too that he's Middle Eastern, and I don't know if it's something from over there or the training that they're doing. But bro, this guy would grip you and I'd be like, bro, what the hell is this? This guy can like break a bone just with his hand strength. So yeah, if somebody gets a grip on you like that, man, you're not getting out of that crap. That's what will happen. He'll get on people.
If you want a big payday, Jake Paul. Jake Paul,
bro, I freaking hate that guy.
Yeah, I know. It's
the thing, and Ben Askren, dude, I don't know what the hell. Bro, I don't. But I don't. He said that he trained hard for the fight. I don't believe that shit, dude.
No, man, that guy came out with a beer belly.
His stance. Come on, put him up.
Come on, buddy.
Come on.
That guy, they paid him $2 million to go act like talk shit, act confident, say you're training, go get beat up and get your payday.
I saw this video and it was like these UFC fighters before it's like Saturday, and they're saying that what they didn't, because they all hate Jake Paul. What they didn't like was the fact of how he was fighting to Ben Askren. Like, dude, this guy's champion. Like, this guy's like top,
And that's just Jake Paul taking from the McGregor book of like, let's just shit talk and hype it up, and you can see right through it. Yeah. I see right through it. I was like, dude, you're full of shit.
And that whole event, I didn't pay for it. I saw that shit like.
Yeah, we saw on like live stream of people.
Yeah, I wasn't
even. And that whole event was just music. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this shit? Like, you have Justin Bieber, fucking those other rappers, I don't even know their names. And I was like, you have Snoop Dogg commenting.
It was every fight, and then 2 hours, it was a freaking concert.
What was funny was that second one right before the Jake Paul fight, this guy faked an injury.
Which guy? Some boxer that was like on the floor.
Yeah. He was like, he hit me in the balls.
He faked it?
Yeah, he was fake.
Oh.
And when they showed the replay, the glove just went like that, like it just like scrubbed it, like, and he's like he hit him in the balls.
That guy looked like he got his balls decapitated.
Yeah.
He was faking it. And then, like, Snoop Dogg was making like Mario Lopez, because like, he knows how to box. Like, he's been boxing. Dude, and they were making fun, like the guy was on his foot.
That's embarrassing, man.
They took him on a fucking stretcher. I was like, bro, dude, an Oscar. That's an Oscar.
That's someone who just wanted to get their pay and go.
Yeah, because the guy did a body shot, and the shot didn't even hit his balls. It
skimmed him, right?
It didn't even hit him. Like, it just went like that.
That's
he was losing so bad.
What a guy.
That he tried to use that as a way to like end the fight. Dude,
he wanted to leave school early.
No respect, these guys.
Dude, like the way he was faking it, am I like Paul Peters when he faked that injury? Like, dude, like he was
that they had to lift him up.
Trying to go hard.
Yeah, when they brought out that
shot. I don't know.
Dude. And when they brought out that stretcher, I was like, wow, that is just pathetic.
That Ben Askren guy, they said that he got paid more for that fight than his whole UFC career.
Wow, bro, that's crazy. And bro, like, I don't know. He said he trained 11 weeks, bro. But bro, I could tell by your body that
guy's gut.
That would look like
that guy looked like he was drinking beers.
Yeah.
He didn't even see it. His posture is just like
kind of slanted and shit.
But the guy had like hip surgery.
I was like, what the?
Yeah, he trained with Freddie Roach.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed, bro. I was like, bro, because I know I was like, oh man, this guy Jake Paul is just gonna go.
The ego is
through the roof now with this.
You for a YouTuber, a shitty basketball player, and a guy who's more like for like his wrestling.
For real, now he beat this guy and he acts like he won the world championship.
Yeah. What he's doing is he's getting these fighters that they probably need the money that don't have a lot of striking.
That Daniel Cormier.
Yeah. Cormier will kill him.
No, but I saw he was talking.
That's how he got into it.
Yeah, and when he went up to him, he said that he wanted to grab his face. He said that he's a young kid. He wanted to show him what it's like.
Right.
So he wanted to grab his head, but since I worked for UFC, I couldn't do it. So he wanted to grab him by the face, and he was saying how when he went up to Jake Paul had his hands in his pocket, and like leading into how conversation, he was all nice. Until his bodyguards came, that's when he got all like,
It's all a show. It's all a show.
And then he wanted to grab his face and just like kind of like smash it on the wall.
Right,
just just hold him there.
As a fighter, that's just like the most frustrating thing. And something like this hasn't really happened like that.
He was like disrespecting, like, dude, like this guy's a heavyweight world champion.
No, yeah.
Be, like disrespecting anyone like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like as a fighter like that, especially of that caliber, to have some guy like this who's coming in and thinking he's hot shit,
troll. He's a troll.
It makes you like, bro, I would love to just get this guy and humble him.
Yeah,
you just
without going through like these people, they have to go through all these fights and amateur fights. You have to go through like scraps before you even get a spot like that. And this kid's just like, I'm a YouTuber, let's fight.
Exactly.
Yeah, he said he wants to fight him, but only in the UFC. Say I'll fight him in the UFC. I'm not gonna go box for what? No, I want no rules. Like he wants to fight. He said like if I fight him in the UFC,
Jake Paul will never do that.
You know.
He's picking people that he knows like all right, like I can dude, Nate Robinson.
I think he wanted that Michael Bisping. He wanted to box him. He said no, because he can strike. He can.
Yeah, no, he can't fight Michael Bisping. Yeah. And the Nate Diaz thing, he acted like he did some great shit. It's like, I mean, not Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson looked like he
Nate Robinson looked like he just got out of a street fight. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, he was charging at. I don't know what.
Charging, not even like thinking about throwing a punch. It looked like he just wanted
charging.
to go hug him. Just charging.
Supposedly he got really hurt.
I'm sure he
got
did.
A good right hook right in the back of the head. Boom. Twice. No, 3 times I think it was.
Embarrassing, bro.
Yeah,
Ridiculous, bro.
That guy would
cash it all for all my basketball family, my brothers and sisters,
my NBA family. Everybody's like,
Yeah, bro.
that's embarrassing.
Get outta here, bro.
He got hurt.
The thing is, though, Jake Paul is training. He is training hard, though. That's the thing. People.
Yeah, but he's. I don't know. I can't say he's a boxer.
He's not a boxer, but I feel like.
Because I was watching against Ben Askren, and he, like I kind of see his openings.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like you see, because if he was to fight a real boxer, he would get knocked out.
No, he'll get destroyed. A real boxer will not even like let him land one hit on him.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't make sense.
Different levels. What I'm saying is that I'm pretty sure he's training focused right now. He's paying a lot of money to get trained good.
For sure.
So
and
at
he's
the very least,
people.
his technique, and he's a strong kid. He is an athletic kid.
Yeah.
So at the very least, he's gonna fight these low ranked people.
He's fighting non-strikers.
Yeah.
He's fighting people
Yeah,
that are
like
I
mean, Ben Askren is the only like legit fighter that he's fought in, but Ben Askren has been known to not throw a single punch in fights.
Exactly.
Just rescue you down to the
that's
ground.
where like the mind game comes in place. Oh, but he's a UFC fighter. He beat him. That's all people see. So like, like this kid's for real. But they don't understand. Like he was never a striker.
Dude, when I saw his stance and the way he was moving, I was like, oh, well.
That guy looked like he just woke up out of bed. He had a beer and he's like, I'm gonna get paid today. Let me go get beat up.
Come on, put him up there. Come on.
On the way in,
like
he had like a gut. He had like the beer belly. He was like,
yeah.
Take my picture.
All right, come on, youngin, come on.
That guy left with a smile.
Young
He's
little
like, I got
whippersnapper.
paid. Or like that YouTubers versus TikTokers. Have you seen that?
Nah, I haven't seen that.
Oh my god, it's this whole fight card, and it's all these YouTubers fighting TikTokers. You know, I don't know if you watch. I don't know if you know YouTube like that, but it's like these vloggers, like that Ace Family vlog.
Oh my god, yeah.
That Austin McBroom guy. He's fighting a TikToker. That kid's like 18 years old, mind you. This is a dad. This guy's like it is like 30.
No, but dude, and that TikToker is so. Oh god, I can't stand that kid. He's so annoying. There's a video of him, like him training. He's like, oh yeah, like he's at like knock him out. And this and that, and then he saw his sparring video.
Just like,
like two idiots.
No respect for the game, dude.
It's sad.
Oh god, I hate those fucking family vlogs. I kind
of. That's such bullshit.
Oh, the Ace Family.
Oh, like not the Ace Family in general, like family vlogs like that, where like it's like I don't know, man.
Theirs in specific, like. That shit's fake. Yeah. That shit is like all that. It's just so ridiculous. And the intro and
it's all this crap. It's like, oh, I bought my dream house. I bought my dream car. All this crap. I don't know. I just see like the thumbnails and shit. I don't even look at that crap.
The thumbnails say enough.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so bad. That like the Austin, that TikToker. Dude, no, if you
That's
see
terrible, dude.
This TikToker, once you see his face.
Just,
like you want to punch him.
Like the TikTokers, the new style they got going on is the hair.
Is like up to here.
It's really long, but it's only to the front. It's like I don't know what's going on.
Nah, it's new generation,
it's
man.
Crazy
it's very weird.
How much money they make.
Oh yeah, bro.
Dude, I was like, he's getting paid $5 million
to step in the ring.
I was like, dude, you don't do anything.
You don't do anything, bro.
What
are you contributing to society besides showing, like, serving as a horrible role model for these freaking kids?
Dude, like his TikToks, we were watching his TikToks. It's like him shirtless with 4 dudes twerking. And I was like, and it's not even his music. It's someone else's hard work.
Yeah, that's what bothers me. There's no creativity to it. Like, you're not making music. You're not even coming up with your own dance moves.
Even like vlogging, okay, you have to put in the work. You have to like find something to film and create it.
And even then, you have to be a likable personality.
Yeah.
But like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like you put a song, you do a little stupid.
You're
dance,
using someone else's song, someone else's dance. All you're doing is recording yourself imitating. With the smile at the end.
$5 million. Here's a file, and then go buy some a mansion and fucking.
So no. What a contribution to society,
dude. Yeah, and then you got the Ace Family vlogger who's a dad with like 2-3 kids. He's like what 30 now,
right?
And he's fighting an 18-year-old.
Those fans, the picture, them like this. It's
dude, how are you supposed to take that seriously?
How? I know it's just so disrespectful to the people who are actually out there
struggling.
You know what's crazy? Yeah. Like they're getting paid $5 million. Dude, boxer's dream to even get even that. chance to get in.
That's the upper echelon. To get to that point, it takes years and years and years. It's funny. A friend of mine was saying a joke. They're saying that your boxing career starts when you're like 30-0. Like that's when you after.
Now it's like okay, now you can start getting some. But it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And those 30 fights, that's a fucking.
Damage, man. Like you're getting hit.
That's war.
Joke, it's no joke, man.
I think the best fight I saw was that Wilder and Fury. That second one. Dude,
that was a great fight.
And how Wilder was like, no, he cheated.
Dude, no,
That guy's a book of excuses.
Dude, that was like with the crowd.
Yeah.
And just Fury just fucking destroying him.
And he should have won that first fight.
I think Wilder was probably a little salty because he hasn't gotten his ass beat like that.
No,
I think ever.
Again, a guy that's never
twice.
lost.
Fury beat him twice. For me, he won twice.
Yeah.
That first fight, Fury destroyed him. Even with that knockdown, he still won.
He got up and won the round.
Yeah, that's crazy how he got up.
He just went.
Yeah, I think he said that when he got knocked down, when he got up, that's how you learned how to beat him.
He realized
that's when he realized like, by me going up to him,
he had nothing.
That's it.
Like pressuring him and
because the thing is, if you let him if you back up, that's when he gets his power.
Yeah.
Once you like push forward, it's it. Like his backlight, there's no power anymore.
No, he does. Yeah, he doesn't. You can't really he doesn't have a good counter step. Like he's not that type of guy.
He doesn't have like any technique.
Right.
He has no technique.
He
just has that power. Yeah.
Power,
and that's crazy how this guy got knocked down. He still got back up and won the round. And it's true that there's like a silver lining there because they him and his team realized like, oh wait. Did you realize what we did there and how we won the rest of the fight? You know, they just attacked him because he was desperate. He was like, no, let me. And that's the way they were like, oh, let's just do that
next time.
And that's how he gained more weight, got more muscle, and I just put all his weight on him.
Put it on him, bro.
Dude.
Yeah, that's a big dude, bro. That guy's 6'9", bro. That guy's
his story, Fury.
Saw on Joe Rogan, yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's what.
Talk about a whole transformation.
Where the money and the fame comes in, it puts you in those dark places. Luckily, yeah, he was able to rise out of that shit.
I think he's gonna fight Joshua next.
That'll be a great fight.
Because Wilder, he beat him twice.
And Wilder and his image went so like. It's how you take the loss. That's so important.
Yeah. Started talking shit about the costume that he put on.
It was too heavy.
Put on the costume. You're the one doing all that crap.
Yeah, you're the one who's doing a fucking idiot.
It was too heavy at my legs.
Yeah,
and then he's like, no, but he was cheating because of the gloves.
Dude, he made a video saying he was cheating. He put something in the glove.
Man, you got to take the loss at that point. Now he's not getting another fight.
He almost lost to was it Ortiz? I remember I was watching Wilder in that fight. Dude, Ortiz had him. Dude, he fucking had him. He was so close. He was like right there.
A lot of boxers,
That one little opening he saw.
That equalizer.
That's what I like about Fury. He was like, they were trying to fight him perfectly.
Right.
And it's hard to fight perfect. And they realized, oh, let's just go at him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you gotta like because once you charge at him, his back foot. And now for other fights, people are gonna learn.
Yeah, that's it. He's exposed. He's exposed
because he has no technique. Because Fury can
technique. Yeah.
Fury, he has
it's crazy how you can win all you want, man, but it's when you lose that you get to see who that person is.
And that was his first loss, right? That was his
first loss.
Wow.
First loss.
And that's when you see and that's when you see how the person is and how he took that loss. Everybody lost respect for him after that.
Like boxing now, boxing is kind of like dying a little bit. Boxing is struggling to stay alive because there's not that many only fighters I watch is like Lomachenko,
Canelo,
Davis, him, and like Fury and stuff. But other than that, boxing
it's a small amount of people.
I love watching Canelo fight, bro. That guy, I don't know what the hell.
Dude, the way he's just lasered in, dude, and the way he just dodges, but
yeah, bro. To me, honestly, my Lomachenko, bro, that's my.
Lomachenko is
beast. That's my guy.
I never, I think his story or something he was boxing as a kid, then his dad
put him in
stop
dance
and put him in dance. That's perfect, just footwork.
Straightforward.
Watching him, dude, he's made fighters quit. Dude, that's impressive.
Super, bro. Yeah, bro.
Dude, I was watching his videos, and the fighter just spelt the mouthpiece I'm done. I'm not fighting no more. I can't, dude, it's just too much speed, too much power.
To get a guy to that point, bro, it means you just completely dominated his ass. Where he's just like, man, that's
how must that feel? That must feel amazing.
And that last fight he lost, I forgot who was it? Was
Ortiz. Oh no.
Was it Lopez?
Teofomo. Fuck, I don't know. That was the first time I ever saw that kid. He was pretty good.
I forgot his name.
It's Teofimo. I know it starts with a T.
But like you can tell he showed like he was too long without fighting. And he was like rusty. He gave
and
up
the kid was quick. The kid had a crazy jab. He was fast.
But he almost won. He was close. It was a close fight, but he just couldn't.
There was a lot of points where like, oh man, he got him. He slipped it good and got him some good combinations.
I think he's fighting again in June. I love watching him fight. His fights are beautiful. Great because like it's just pure technique, footwork.
Right.
The way he moves, it's like that's boxing. That's literally boxing.
And then you see the YouTubers and TikTokers.
My God.
Ben Askren, come on.
No, these guys, bro.
That guy wanted a fat check.
Dude, but I never when the fight started. I was like, when I saw him just move, I was like, oh, he's
No, when he came out, I had super high hopes for Ben. I'm like, all right. Once I did something come out,
with Freddie Roach,
all right. You know, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I have faith in him. Come on. Jesus
I never
Christ.
when we went to LA before like everything, we went to Wildcard Boxing and we met Freddie Roach.
Oh yeah,
dude, that gym. I was like, this is a fucking boxing gym,
right?
Dude, I never we got out of the car.
Well, it was rustic or like
yeah, just old school.
Like just the bags, like I was like, dude, that's just
like
boxing.
No AC.
Damn.
And we were walking.
And Freddie Roach has money too, man.
Like, and we were walking, and I see Freddie Roach right there. And he was coming down the stairs. I was like, it's Freddie, dude.
Oh shit, dude.
Super nice guy.
Boxing, was saying with Ali.
Yeah.
I was like, it was just great. I was like, dude, this is.
He's looking pretty old already at this point, or how's he looking?
He looks good. I mean,
he looks the same, man. I mean, he's still doing work like if nothing, man. Yeah.
Dude, in that gym, like we took a picture in it. We're like inside, we're taking pictures. Like, dude, this is a nice gym. Like if I lived in LA, I would train there.
Right.
Like I would
it's
train
a great,
there.
It had a good energy in there.
It's just like that old school. Just go in there, work out, and come out freaking
manly, huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you just come out like, oh, I fucking boxed today, you know.
And it's crazy because like, and then like, in the morning, like celebrities go. Like, I think like Mario Lopez was there.
Yeah, they have a sign that says no video photography inside. Yeah, and
like
he let us take a picture inside because he was nice.
St. Pierre goes there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like the celebrities go there.
That's my guy too.
I walked in and I was like, let me fight your best fighter. Can you imagine I walk in there saying that? He probably let me do it just to watch me get beat up.
Oh yeah. They would not. They'll be like, oh yeah, you want to fight? All right, let's get on the
that or they'll tell me, dude, get the fuck out of here. One of those two.
If he's nice, like if he cares for you, he'll be like, are you sure you want to do this? Like,
he would probably be like, what? Who are you?
You're crazy.
He's like, I want your best fighter. Can you imagine?
Give me Pacquiao right now.
With my like Paramount pictures, like I'm clearly a tourist. I want your best fighter.
I'll take him.
Yeah, with my bag, with all my like gifts.
Like that was a great like gym. Like I fell in love with that gym. That gym was great. Like,
yeah.
Boxing's a great workout. I liked jiu-jitsu. Kickboxing was like different.
Right.
Because you go from boxing and kickboxing, it was like we were like, oh, like this is weird. So it took some time.
I never appreciated the kicks until I went here to the MMA gym and I saw like, oh damn, like kicking is actually like pretty hard. Like I've taken it for granted. Like,
yeah, dude.
I was like at kickboxing classes. This girl kicked me in the nuts. Yeah, because we're kicking like in here.
Oh.
Like, and she went a little too hard.
Or how painful the shins are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
I got like knocked down once by a kick. Like she kicked me so hard that like my leg gave out and I went down.
Damn, dude. Yeah, girls could.
No, because she was she was doing like kickboxing tournaments.
Oh shit.
So her legs were like.
I don't know what it is, but girls could kick, bro. My brother's probably like 100 pounds bigger than me. He's got like an inch on me, and his fiance is probably like 5'4". My brother lives in Hawaii, and bro, she's real small. And one day she did a low leg kick to him. She's never done any type of combat sports or anything, and bro, she left him the biggest hematoma. Like it was playing around. And bro, my brother had a hematoma the size of like some shit like this, bro. Like I was like, oh, what the hell,
dude?
Yo, bro, it's I don't know, man.
Like kicks are good, but I feel like in a street fight you won't use it.
Nah, bro.
After what the story he told us,
like depends on who you're going against, but a good kick. Also, when somebody sees that you can't kick, it puts a little fear behind them.
It plays with their head a little bit. Now they're like looking down.
Like the guy I fought, like he knew that I had the karate background, so he came in with his hands up and did not put him down at any point because he knew like, oh, I can lift up my leg, and I showed him like, oh, like when you get close, I lift up my leg like a jab. So and like it serves as an intimidation factor, especially if you come rushing in. A good front kick to the stomach will just break you right away.
Damn.
So yeah, dude, that type of stuff.
MMA is so like crazy to me because boxing, it's like okay, like you stick to that one thing, but MMA, it's like you don't know if they're gonna like they're gonna take you down, or if they're gonna punch you, or they're gonna kick you. And then what if they're going for the takedown? Then you got to get ready for that. But then the punch or it's too much.
So many things you have to be worrying about.
Too much at once.
It's a lot, man. I'm glad I did it, bro. I'm glad I did it.
That's awesome, man. And so like, what's like next for you? What do you feel like? Is there anything else you want to take on?
Right now, to be honest,
Hollywood?
Man,
Hollywood?
Nah.
Can you imagine?
They told me, yeah. I don't think, but like I said, man, I feel like that type of life is just, I don't know, complicated, bro.
Mm-hmm.
To get into that route.
For sure.
I did do like an acting class when I was in FIU. I did like it, I can't lie.
Oh, okay.
But nah, bro, I think it's just a complicated, if it happens, it happens. It'll come down the way of
you for sure
like
get casted in something. Tall, he has like, you're fit. That's it. Like you'll be casted in some Netflix show there.
Well, if you ever want to be in one of our short films, we'll work with your acting, see how it is. Josh, he's my casting director.
Yeah, I'm a terrible actor. I just do my best.
Hey, bro, that's what you gotta do, man. But yeah, but for me next right now, I'm honestly focusing on my career. I just graduated last week.
Congrats, man.
Thank you, bro. I graduated in interdisciplinary studies, which basically means I got to study whatever the hell I wanted. It was I was studying sports and fitness, and then I transitioned into that, and I started focusing more on business and specifically sales. So that now, I got a good job opportunity coming up that should be coming up. I should be starting like maybe in June. I'm gonna be have a good sales position, and then I'm gonna just live a regular life. For now, I like what I'm doing with the Instagram. Like normally, I just really want to just post videos like that because I think I don't plan on making any money off of it or anything like that. But I do think, like you were saying, a lot of people have told me, like when they see that, it just motivates them to work out.
That's true. It does.
Right.
It does.
And that daily thing, I just, that if something that I could contribute in any way, and it's that. Because to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of social media.
Yeah.
Like there was a long time where I deleted the app. I deleted everything. I was off that shit completely, bro. Like I felt like I was just wasting too much time on it. Like you just look through and it has its good things and its bad things. Obviously, I'm not saying it's a whole.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? But for me, I felt like I had to get away from it.
I feel like that happens to everyone at some point, right?
Yeah.
Like where it's social media is weird, man. Like if you're on it too much, you feel like I don't know. You too much comparing or too much of this, too much of that.
I
you
don't
see,
care about social media.
and it's
right.
I don't give a fuck.
everybody at some
I never
point.
check Instagram. Like I have Twitter because for movie stuff.
Right.
That's how you find out like news and movies. But Instagram, I don't give a fuck. Like I was like, dude, I don't give a fuck what you post.
Bro. You scroll through and you're just like, man, what the hell? Like now that I download it again, like it happens again, I'll catch myself scrolling. I'm like, bro, fuck.
Yeah.
Start punching yourself.
Like I smack myself. Hey, what am I doing?
There you go. No, but we talked about on the podcast the social dilemma. I don't know if you've seen it. How it's crazy.
How they did everything like that, and
how it knows how much you stay on a certain like criteria.
And how their main thing is that they just want to capture your attention. They just want to capture. And, bro, it's messing up the youth so bad. Like, I see, like, little cousins of mine and like, younger generations, bro, 12 years old, and they're on that, bro. And they're on that all day. They wake up, they scroll. No matter what, they can't.
TikTok.
They can't sit. They can't wait in a line.
Without
taking out their phone. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
It's
bro.
weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, I feel like we're, like, the last generation because when we were growing up, when we were younger, we didn't really have that yet.
Yeah.
So it was more like we still had some of that old school element, of like, oh, let's go play outside or eat shit or whatever. And then now we're like, okay, now we're on it. But
we were right there, like when it was
that bridging
started.
gap.
Yeah.
Thank God. I'm so happy that was.
And even then, when it did start, it was a lot more organic because not all the advertisements and all the money that's getting put into it now was getting put in at that time. So even then, when you did follow your friends, you knew you were just gonna see the stuff that your friends posted, and that's it. Like you weren't gonna get bombarded with ads or all this crazy crap. You didn't have the explore page or any of that. It was just whoever you followed, that's what you see, and that's it. So it would be like your own little like community in there. At that, so in that type of aspect, it was kind of cool. You see what people
everybody's
post,
keeping up, whatever.
Right? But until it gets ultimately to that point where now you start doing the compare. Oh, this guy's going.
It's
over
that
here.
long-term effect.
Right.
It starts off as a very innocent thing, and then but as we grow older and like shit starts happening in your life and stuff, then that's when you're like you start comparing. You can't help it. It's just the human element, you know. It's just the way the mind works. And social media has become the way we use it, I feel too, is very different. Now it's like we want to show only like the highlights of our lives all the time. So it's only natural for people to be like, damn, like this person's doing great. Like, what am I doing? Or what am I, whatever. And it's crazy, man.
So it is, and also I feel like there's a culture shift, man. Because I think also we look up, like as a kids we look up to the rappers, we look up to these guys and what they're doing, and they're just posting and flaunting what they have, and all
it's
this
a lot
stuff.
it's like a fake lifestyle,
right?
And there's been people, a lot of these influencers, and some of them have been caught like with a fake private jet picture, but just for it's all like an image, and then usually that's how I look at it now. I've learned that. There's been times that I've been like either in Orlando or I've been to like parties, right? And then like I'll be at a party or something, and I'll look around and like I'll see people and like the party's average, right? It's a fine time, whatever. But the second the phone is out, that's when everybody wants to be like, oh, yo, best time ever. And when the phone goes down, everybody's like, all right, we're chill. And like I saw things, like that, or like the classic, hey.
Just like nothing happened. I was like, they're dead.
But like I there's between stuff like that and because it's like I put like that's how I think about it. Where I've been on both sides. Like if I was on the other end of that phone that's recorded and I'm seeing that video from social media, I'm thinking, damn, look at what a fucking good time. I wish I was there. What am I doing with my life? I'm not partying like that. But then when I like in that position, I was there and I'm like, this is so average. This is like, I'm not really missing out on anything. There's nothing. It's like this, like, it's always like this highlighted, perfected portrayal, and it's not. But like, that's how it's looked at on social media. It's really weird.
It distorts your reality on things, bro. Yeah, you really gain a whole different perspective on life when you're in that. Like the things you think about, the way you think about certain things, it just completely distorts your sense of reality.
You think your lifestyle needs to be that way,
and you're focused on people like you're seeing things with celebrities. Oh, what this celebrity did, what this guy did, what this guy did, and your life is just so focused on other people
instead of yourself.
Yeah, bro.
It's weird.
At what point did you realize that? Like, at what point did you start like making that connection?
Oh, a couple of years back, there was a time where I was on Instagram a lot. Like, I remember I used to go through every single story. Like, it was like that bad. And then I went off it for like a month or something like that. And like that month, I was like, when I came back, like ever since then, I was like, I'm not on it like that anymore. Like, I'll post. I use it because I need it for like this. And then I'll be on it, and then if there's times I'm feeling like, then I'll just like step away for a bit or not get on as much. Just post what I need to, then go.
That's it.
But yeah, like definitely just noticing that aspect of it of like, wow, like this is all like bullshit, you know? Bro. And I always like said it, but like when I got to like experience it for myself, like in different examples, because I like to observe like whenever I'm somewhere, like at a party or I like to like I'll have a good time, but I'll observe people and just like analyze. Like, dude, we live in a weird society, you know. Especially like at the university where how I was there, and I was looking around. I was like, this is weird. Like, it could be like an average party or something, you know. It was like an after party somewhere. It was like we went from like the bar and we went there, and I was like, it was fine. I was just drinking. I was talking to my friends, but I was looking around. I was like, this is weird, you know. Like, it was fine. But like everybody, it was like people want to make sure that they're showing that they're having a good time instead of actually having a good time.
That's a problem, dude.
And that's all you see now. If you're out at a concert, most of the time is people like recording themselves at the concert, and they're not focused on the concert.
People have the phone on their whole time. I'm like, what the hell did you like pay this for? You came here to record this shit?
Yeah, exactly. I get if you want to take your picture, you want to get a clip for you later, like. I used to do that. I used to like record for a bit, then put it away. And now I don't record a lot of the things that I do anymore. Yeah, I just don't.
Like, unless it's like you're there for that specific purpose. Like,
yeah,
I mean, a lot of people, bro. Everything that has to be everything they do on the weekend has to be posted. Everything they do is like.
And I get if you want to get snippets so you can keep for you to look back at or a nice picture.
When I went, my sister wanted to go to that Jonas Brothers concert.
Oh yeah.
So I went with her. I was like, you enjoy it, I'll record for you.
Right.
I didn't give a fuck.
Of course. if you did, we'd be having a serious conversation.
Yeah, so I was like, look, like you enjoyed the concert. I was recording. I had like a bunch of videos on my phone, or just Jonas Brothers. Dude, that was like the craziest concert I've ever been.
I couldn't imagine, bro.
Dude,
I was just going crazy, huh?
Like, I know at one point everyone was jumping at the same time. The floor was shaking. It was like doof, doof, doof.
God damn.
And everyone
It's
was
a fucking,
screaming.
it's a fucking cult.
And then like the girl from Game of Thrones was there. The Sansa.
The one that's married to one of them.
The one that's married to one of them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sophie Turner. That's her.
Sophie Turner, yeah.
And then people started screaming for her because she was there, dude. I remember it was just like I was like looking around like, dude, what is happening? Cause everyone was like in sync jumping at the same time that the floor was
when the hell
shaking.
did they rehearse this
Like,
shit? Bro?
I remember, you know when people jump and hear like doof doof.
Yeah.
It was just loud, like, I was like, dude, that was a crazy. I was like, people just screaming. Then when that Nick Jonas took off his like sleeves, and
Once the sleeves come off, yeah.
yeah, he looks like a douche, but but like I was like, this was like the craziest concert. Like this was like the most intense concert because I went to Justin Timberlake.
Oh yeah.
And that one was like older people.
Right.
It was like 30s, like late 20s.
And how was the environment there?
It was like everyone just had a good time, just vibing. It was like vibing and dancing, having a good time. But like remember, people who watched Jonas Brothers were like kids.
Right.
So now they all grew up like with them. So it's all these like
just rowdy
20-year-olds. Dude,
yeah,
I was like,
the return.
I was like recording. I was like, dude, holy shit, this is just crazy. Like, this is like mayhem.
Bro, I went to the Drake and Future concert. I think that was like 2 or 3 years ago, and I was like, bro, nah, I'm never going to a concert like this again.
Why?
I like the Drake aspect of it,
but the fan base is like.
But I guess like that music, the like rap sounds good on a speaker to me. Like
It's like
on a speaker, but then, like you go to pay to see these guys in person, you realize these guys have like little, like I want to say little musical talent because rapping, not that, but like. In terms of going to a concert to see that,
Drake's music is for a party.
Right.
You just blast it in a party, yeah, yo. But
and
like,
Drake even then is at least a little better, because he'll slow it down, he'll have a little song in there, so it works a little better. But these guys just the rah, just not.
Oh, I've seen, yeah. I went to a Drake concert one time and I forgot what's that group called?
The
Migos?
Drake and Future concert was good. It was the Drake and Migos concert. That I didn't like. The Drake and Future concert was amazing.
Yes, so that then we're talking about the same concert because
Right,
I went to the Drake and Migos and the Migos performed.
Yeah.
It's like 3 of them or something, right? Yeah. And they were performing. I was not into like how they did. I was like, what?
You can't hear a word they're saying.
And they're like jumping around. I was like, what?
Like, all right, yeah.
And I was like, this is not that great. I like Drake. I think Drake is good. I thought he performed good. Like he knows how to get the crowd going. But like
he
when
talks to the crowd.
Yeah, and he gets the girls going crazy. Like it's fun. It's like, all right, this guy's good. But like the Migos, I was like, what is this?
Mumbo jumbo. It's like
mumble jumbo, jumping around. They're like jumping around. I'm like, wow.
Like, all right,
I'm like with my drink, like, what is going
the
on?
bass is just so loud.
Yes.
Like, you can't hear shit. It's just like, God,
yeah,
what's
dude.
going on?
Yeah, I don't know. And then like Drake does good. He performs good.
But the Justin Timberlake, I never that one.
And it was just Justin.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And there was one point, it was like everyone. He was singing that song, "Mirrors."
Oh yeah.
Everyone had their phone on with the lights on. At one point, he stopped singing, and everyone was singing the whole song.
Damn.
Dude, and I was like,
That's impressive.
What must that feel like?
I got like chills. I was like, dude, this is a cool moment.
Yeah.
Dude, like you see everyone just like it was at BB&T.
Yeah.
Everyone just screaming the whole song, just yelling. Everyone's like in sync.
Yeah, he must feel like a beast.
Dude, he stopped singing, so like.
Oh my god.
He stopped singing, so like getting like crying on stage because like everyone was just singing his song. He stopped singing midway.
And
everyone was just finishing the song.
Damn.
And that was like, and it was like you see all the flashlights on. I was like, wow, that was a cool moment. That was pretty cool.
It must be a good experience.
And then like he had like the dance floor light up, and then he started dancing like with the whole like people like it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
you see that he's a talented guy.
Yeah. He sings. You can tell when they're faking.
Right.
And there's
exactly when when there's no auto tune, you're like, oh, this is not
Like-
the same person I hear on the
Like, we
radio.
went
It's
to
like,
that, the Hugh Jackman. What was the?
yeah, the Hugh Jackman show.
Yeah, he
Which
did, like-
because Hugh Jackman does like he's done some musicals and
Like
stuff.
Broadway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
Wolverine?
a talented guy. Yeah,
Yeah, he-
Wolverine. Yeah,
Yeah, no, he can sing.
Oh, shit.
yeah,
And
he
then
performed
when we went
live.
to and we like went to the concert. I was like, dude, like he was singing. At one point, it was just like a high pitch one note, like.
Yeah, because he's
wow.
done a few musicals, right?
Damn,
and
bro, I
then
had no idea.
he took tap dancing. He's that's why he did the show. He wanted to like do all of that in a live show.
Damn, dude.
And he was singing, tap dancing, performing, and
A lot of these actors, they normally have these talents.
yeah,
different
and he
talents.
was great. He was great, and he joked around about being Wolverine, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. He was
That
really
was
good.
Yeah, because back then, like actors, they would be like talented. Like,
Yeah, bro, you
Like
have to
when you
dance.
watch those like old school movies, they can do everything. Dance, sing.
It
rap,
required more
whatever.
talent back then. Now, if you're a TikToker, you're in a movie, which is crazy. TikTokers are taking over, but back then, man, it was all about can you sing, can you dance, can you act. It was,
And, and one concert was good too was the Game of Thrones one. We went to the Game of Thrones.
Oh,
concert.
yeah?
Oh, it was like the live
The
orchestra.
Live,
The
dude,
live orchestra, that's good.
watching that before season 8, but
Yeah.
watching like just that, like how like the way they do it, like, dude, that's
Right.
hard. The
They're-
way they make the sound.
They're performing the soundtrack in front of you, which is pretty. Yeah, that's awesome
all
and
those
too.
instruments and all in sync and everything.
And the random shit that they would use, like
Oh, yeah,
like
like
the
a-
weird instruments, or like
Yeah, I don't know.
it looked like
I
some
don't even
ancient
know.
type
Yeah,
instrument.
there was like this weird tube thing, like, and the way they would move it would make and they would do it live.
What the
I
hell?
remember
That's
the
impressive.
one
man.
part where I was like, there was the girl with the violin, and she was rising up on the stage.
Yeah,
and
playing the violin.
lighting, and it was like that cool like violin solo. Dude, I was like, that's
It's
just
nice.
talent.
Yeah,
that's just
that's.
talent.
So when you see stuff like that, but then you go to Amigos thing, it's like, oh, this is, and I understand the hype, where you want something hyped, but that's why I like Drake. It was just something with the Migos. I was like, this is not it. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I was like, man, I was like, man, I lost my money here.
I lost my money here. They got me.
No, the thing is, like concerts, like when they come back, like look at Bad Bunny, dude. There's like $3,000 just to get a ticket.
The best
Bad
concert.
Bunny's also pretty talented. I know
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
singing, and
I don't know. I
yeah,
feel like his songs are all the same.
they are the same.
Like I
They
feel
are
like
the same.
it's that same beat. Like here's that.
What it is that his song.
Yeah.
He has songs that are different from the ones I've heard.
Yeah.
But the ones that are gonna be on like full front like media are gonna be like his.
Yeah, like I
you know.
remember once it was like Post Malone, and he was doing a song. I was like, oh, this is actually a good song. It was just him singing.
Right.
And then you know how it is with those award shows, you have to hype it. So he goes from that to like the typical high beat. Like I was like, oh, come on, because it's like
The best concert I think I've been to was the Coldplay concert.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
How long ago was that?
It was a couple years ago, like 2017 or 18
Damn,
or
bro.
something. It was at the Hard Rock Stadium.
Oof.
It was the best, like the best concert I've ever been to. It was.
I have never gone to a rock concert. Well, I haven't been to too many concerts in general. I've only gone to the Drake and Future one, the Drake and Migos one, and a Romeo Santos concert.
Romeo Santos.
Yeah.
Was good. How was that? Was that one good?
It was pretty good. He brought out
Dancing, a lot of dancing.
He brought out Nicky Jam. Who else did he bring on? I think he brought out Maluma too. Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
got the Dominican side inside me. So yeah,
Yeah.
You know, it'd be a good one. Like Pitbull. I feel like his
Pitbull.
concert will be fun.
Oh yeah.
You see, Pitbull's
Pitbull's
fun.
a fun guy.
That's
a fun concert because it's not like he's gonna sing.
Yeah, but he's gonna
Like, the
entertain you.
dancers are twerking.
Yeah,
Dude.
and
He'll say
but
some shit about Miami.
Yeah,
make you feel
You're
good.
fine. You're fine.
Make you feel
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
yeah.
Fireball. Fireball.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Take my money.
Here. Take it.
Yeah, man. No, it's like the Coldplay one was amazing.
good, huh?
Like, I mean, just thinking about it, it's just like that was like bliss. Like it was a blissful experience. Like I was just like I'd never been so like
Yeah, because
in a
Coldplay
moment.
it's not hardcore rock. It's
No,
really
it's like a
you know.
mix of everything.
Yeah.
It was like it was amazing. That's the only way I can describe it. They even had a moment where there were like no phones for this song, and everybody was in it, and everybody had these light bracelets that would go with the song.
Yeah. Oh no, light up.
Those light up things. Yeah, and it was at the Hard Rock Stadium,
Damn.
packed
bro.
house. It was amazing. That was like
That's a
my
cool
favorite
experience.
concert ever. Yeah.
It's not the dynamic that these people offer. That's the thing that with Amigos you're not gonna get. You're not gonna get a change of tempo.
Yeah,
You're
man.
Not gonna get a slow song. You're not gonna get a meaningful lyric song.
Yeah,
none
or
of that.
just I don't know, man. Sometimes it's like a talent level.
Yeah,
It is. It's
There
just
is,
like
there is.
when you appreciate the talent and like when there's something there, there's value there. I don't know, man. Because the Migos, I was just confused.
That's just mumbo jumbo for 2 hours.
I was like,
you
why
know.
the hell? I should have listened to my dad.
Or like when you get those Instagram stories that are like 50 slides of just the whole concert.
Bro.
You know, it's like you can put one, you can put two.
I've taken videos at the concert, never seen them again.
Right? You never watch them.
I never replay them.
That's one thing I've noticed when I used to do it. I was like, I never watched
It
them.
doesn't do it, even if you do it, doesn't even do it justice. Like
Yeah.
the point of it is seeing it live and feeling the experience live.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. Like with the Coldplay, I did get video, and I'm glad I did. That's the only concert I go back. I'm like, damn, that was fucking.
Yeah, right.
Like,
That was good, huh?
Because that's how good it was, you know.
Or you listen to the songs and it reminds you.
Oh
of the
my
concert.
god, yeah. Like you appreciate the music so much more. That's how you know when you go to the concert and you go back and you appreciate the song even more.
You're like, ah.
Instead of like vice versa, where like with Migos, you're like, oh, this bumps in the car.
Yeah.
I'm here. And then,
Here's a piece of shit.
This guy sucks ass.
what is this? And it's crazy, man. You know, it's
shit.
I don't know, man.
Yo, bro, what games you guys playing right now? I bought Cyberpunk for the PS4. I played The Witcher and all that shit, but
Oh, okay. Cyberpunk.
but on the PS4 was I was
Oh
trash.
yeah, so you tried it already.
Yeah, I tried. I tried to get through it. I tried to muscle my way through. I was like, oh, with each update, I was hopeful.
Yeah.
Like if you can find a PS5, it's
Right.
great on PS5.
Yeah.
Because I was lucky enough to get one.
Yeah, right.
So I was playing on PS5. It wasn't too bad. It was good.
I heard it's good on the PS5.
And PC.
I was so hyped. I've been waiting like ever since The Witcher. I was waiting for that game to come
Dude, I
out.
love
And
The
then,
Witcher. I love the fucking Witcher.
you know, such a good game, bro.
I played Cyberpunk on the PC, so on the PC it runs great.
Man.
I loved it. I mean, it's a great game.
Right.
You know, if all the bad launch stuff aside and it not running well on
We're
consoles.
versatile here. We talk about
Yeah.
any type of
Yeah,
topic.
exactly, bro. Exactly.
No, Cyberpunk, like the writing is so good. Like it's a great game. It's just they fucked up with the launch. Like,
Yeah, that was a
yeah.
bad launch.
That's
It
the
wasn't
launch.
ready for consoles because it's an amazing
Great
game.
game, huh?
The memes were hilarious.
Yeah,
I love
They were
it.
getting destroyed, bro. And it has such a good reputation, the company.
And people
Yeah,
were
now it's-
excited
yeah.
when the hype level is that high. You gotta make sure you deliver,
Bro,
and the game does deliver. Like I played, playing it on PC, I didn't have any issues.
Right.
You know, lucky me. But it's an amazing game. And the thing is, I played it. I got COVID,
Uh-huh.
and then so I was like, right when I got COVID, the game came out. So I was quarantining for 2 weeks.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Kobe. Thank you.
Bro, I was there playing, and they'll bring me food. I'll eat. And
Yeah, I know. I was there bringing him food. I had to feed his
Yeah.
ass.
Because I had to stay locked in my room, so I was there eating, looking at the screen, waiting to play again. Then I'll go. All right, let me go in.
Because the thing is, I wanted to play the game so bad, and because we share a room,
Yeah.
so like I had to grab the PS5, and take it to like,
Detox
some other
it.
room.
Yeah, clean
I had
it.
to put
Yeah.
it somewhere else. I was playing in some other room there because I had to play it. I was like, dude,
Yeah, bro.
That's the worst thing with siblings when you gotta like share especially a game like that. Where it's like, fuck, man.
No. Luckily, he had a PC. I had.
Oh, that's right,
a
that's
PS5,
right.
so
But
I
now,
was
like we got a Returnals. Is Returnals?
Returnal.
Returnal. I don't know where I said Returnal, but it's a new PS5 game. So like, yeah, in that case, it's like, all right, like, are you done playing so I can play? Like, and we gotta go back and forth.
gotta go
Whatever.
back.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't like me. I like oh, like you're gonna play. I have my PC right here. I'll play my PC.
Right.
Yeah. Or like he plays while I'm working, or like if I'm doing something else and I go, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we schedule it.
Right.
We schedule it.
Will you play anything, right?
Yeah, like Cyberpunk, I loved it.
Yeah.
There was times, dude, when I was not on the game, that it made me think about like VR games, how that it can get us to that level, because like that game I was so invested in it,
Really
and
thinking
the
about the
stories and the
game.
dialogue, where when I wasn't playing it, I was like thinking of that world.
Damn. bro.
Yeah,
that's-
and again,
that's
it
deep.
could be because I was quarantining in my room for 2
Yeah.
weeks. So like, I was like, I had nothing to do. So like, but I would like sleep. I'll wake up and play it, and then like eat, and then go back to watch. Not even watch TV. I would just play. There was times I was playing hours on end. I would stream it.
Nah, so, yeah, since you had the quarantine as the excuse, like.
Dude, and the writing was really well done.
Right.
So like, I felt like I was connected with the characters. I was like, dude, is this my life?
It's been a while since I had an experience like that with a game. I had it with The Witcher. The Witcher, I was pretty invested into The Witcher.
I haven't played Witcher
No,
yet.
Witcher
I have
3.
it. I just haven't like
Yeah, I
played
love
it.
The Witcher 3.
Right.
That game. I remember I got the Xbox One, and I was like, oh, I want to get a game. So my dad took me to Best Buy. I see he's getting The Witcher 3. I was like, oh, that has a cool like box art. The guy with the sword and white.
All right, it's
Yeah,
cool.
I'll buy it. And I no idea what the game was.
Damn, bro.
And I put it in. I was
Wow.
I fell in love with it. And then I bought it again for when I got like my PC. I started playing it again. I beat the game like 2 or 3 times.
So it's a game you could just play over and over again.
Dude,
Yeah, I still haven't played
and
it.
I read like the first book, but I'm terrible at reading. I can read, but I get so bored of reading books. So I just like
I could say it's a lot funner to play a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I just that world I love. I love The Witcher, and the show. I love the show.
Oh, the show's pretty good.
Yeah, no, the show's good.
I haven't gotten to the show.
It's based off the books, and the guy who plays Geralt, like he's a fan of the game, so he understands the character.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah, I have the game. I haven't played it yet.
No, it's
like I haven't
that,
played
the
it.
writing and just the story, like the gameplay. It was just like,
Yeah.
wow, what a great experience.
I have it there. I gotta play it. Like
prefer
I love
single player
Cyberpunk.
games, man.
Yeah, have you played Spider-Man?
Oh yeah.
Spider-Man?
Not the new one. The
Hey,
first
I
one.
would wait for the new one. Wait until you get the PS5,
right?
dude. Because when you play on
the graphics
PS5,
are just.
Yeah, it's awesome.
dude, I
It's
never
awesome.
my dad walked in. I was like, "Is this a movie?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?"
Bro, okay, yeah, that's it. Graphics are at a whole nother level.
That's what
now.
I'm
Dude,
saying.
My dad was blown away when
Right?
he saw Spider-Man.
He was like,
"You're
dude."
literally like swinging around New York City.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally in New York City swinging." I was like,
That's what I'm saying about like when I play Cyberpunk with the VR stuff. It made me think about that. I was like, dude, if whenever like VR like games start becoming more of a thing, and we can have games like a Cyberpunk but in a virtual headset where you're like in there. That's it. That's it.
Be, like,
that's
the future. That's I think.
We're
gonna
we're gonna lose a couple people.
No,
though.
No, yeah. Yeah, man.
Ghost, there's a Ghost of
Tsushima.
Tsushima, yeah.
I didn't beat it, bro. I feel bad. I didn't.
No, but
beat
you
it.
know what?
Yeah.
If you get a PS5, wait until you get, dude,
Because of the frames, right?
No.
No?
Like even the graphics, because I played on PS4, and then I was like, I got the PS5, I'm gonna put in Ghost in.
It's an amazing game.
I was like, wow, I was playing wrong the whole entire time.
It was a great
Because it's
game.
crazy, because when you go from because I had the base PS4 for years.
Yeah, me
when
too.
it first came out, and I got the PS5, I was like, dude, I've been gaming wrong for so long.
Right.
Because like, dude, what a difference, dude. Like the colors, everything just pops more.
So
The graphic,
smooth.
it was like smooth 60 FPS.
I played.
I was
I downloaded BioShock. Like that was like I would say like probably like 6 months ago, and it was running on 60 frames on the PS4. I had never played a game on 60 frames, and that's it. After that, every other game I was playing, I was like, "Fuck, bro."
You
can't
can
play
see
this
it.
game.
Yeah.
Sometimes you notice it.
Yeah, it was bad. It goes to the
BioShock is a good one
The
too.
big games for me that I really love was God of War, Death Stranding.
Oh, I have all those games downloaded there. I started playing God of War. I started playing Death Stranding.
Death Stranding is a
for me.
great game. Like, because what I like about it is that it's different.
Right.
It's not just like action, like dumb action. It's a story that you just
It has that balancing thing.
It's that balance. And it's also kind of like scary.
Oh yeah.
Like with the whole like when those things come at you, I was like, dude, I was like nervous. And then when I first played on PS4, I was like, dude, I hate these fucking areas with the BT. And there were ones I had the bike. And I charged through it. I was like,
fuck
I
this.
gunned it, and the BT stopped my car. The BT's like slammed my car, and I was getting grabbed.
Man, dude.
That was a great game. That Ghost of
great story.
Tsushima,
Great
God of War is a great game.
That's another one.
What do you guys think about Last? Do you guys play Last of Us?
Yes.
I love
The
dude,
first
The
one.
first one. You guys didn't like the second
No.
one.
No,
A lot of people didn't like
I
the
didn't.
second
I didn't.
one.
We didn't even buy it.
Oh, you didn't buy it?
Yeah.
No,
After what you guys heard?
I saw all the cutscenes.
Oh.
Because I was hyped. Because the first Last of Us, I love that game. I beat the game 10 times.
Yeah.
10 times I played it. I
The
loved it.
story's great.
And then when the leaks came out for Last of Us Part 2, they're like, oh, it's bad. Like, people are saying, like, and I wasn't going to read the leaks. I was going to wait. But then I saw this guy that we watch, and he was, like, saying how it's woke. I was like, no.
Oh.
And so then me and Justin...
Once they said that, it was...
So then me and Justin searched it up. And I saw the cutscenes.
Yeah,
And
bro.
I was like, I was legit pissed. I was like, come on. How?
And it's not even just that. They were saying like what they do with the story, is really bad. Like
they got super
with the
woke on
characters and even just how they treated the characters that you appreciate. You know, like they killed off characters and
walkthroughs of the whole game, from start to finish. Because I was like, I'm not gonna give this game my money.
Right.
Because I was so pissed. When I finished everything, obviously you can't compare it to like playing and just watching.
Right.
But just by watching everything, I was like, I'm glad I didn't buy this game. Because don't get me wrong, the game looks great, like soundtrack, acting, everything top notch. The story is a big pile of dog
Garbage.
shit.
That's the problem, and that's all it is. The story is just bad.
The story is not.
I had no like I bought it. I didn't look at shit. Like I didn't know anything about.
Played the first one?
Yeah, I played the first one. Yeah, I played the first one, and I was super hyped for this one, bro. I love the game. And then I didn't look at any like trailers or nothing. I had no idea what was gonna go on with the story. So yeah, at first I was like, okay, this is pretty good. And then after once you switch from Ellie and you start playing as the girl, I was like, man, what the fuck is this, bro? Like, cause I love the game. The game. I still finished the game at that point because I just love the gameplay of the game.
Yeah.
Like the zombies and the stealth and then getting the equipment.
What did you think of the death of Joel?
Bro, that's just brutal, bro. And like it. Right smack in the beginning of the game is like what you want her to do.
It was kind of like bullshit, right? Like it was kind of like handed to her.
Right? Yeah.
It was so easy. Like she was about to die, and Joel saves her.
And they just walk in there like
and
that.
And then he says his name. Oh, I'm Joel Miller.
When in the first game, he was always all about like you know being cautious and
he was super nice with these people. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Like you have like 20 people in your area with guns, and they're like watching your camp, and you're just gonna say your name, come by, get like supplies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, hey guys, you guys want some pizza? And shit?
Yeah, and then how they expect you to play as the character that kills him, your favorite character, and expects you to like her. Come on.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I was like I'm not gonna like this character, and that whole sex scene. I never saw that sex scene.
Yeah, this was kind of rough.
I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
It's kind of rough.
It's like, look, I understand you want to be like games are trying to be like movies, but there's limits.
Yeah, there's limits.
I don't want to see a fuck.
Games are
once
becoming.
the politics, okay, they're getting into it. Shit just starts, you know.
Yeah. And the main thing is like gaming it has to be very cautious because it can get consumed by that.
Oh,
and next
like
thing
everything,
you know,
bro. Like everything.
Yeah, because look at movies now. Movies are very woke. So like if games going down that route, like dude, I just want to like play my game without bullshit. Like just give me a good story. Like give me like a God of War.
Right.
Like Spider-Man, I'm fine with. I get it because that's the character. I'm fine with that, but don't force it.
Right.
That's
Yeah. Anything forced just messes anything up.
Yeah.
You could tell right away.
And Last of Us is like in your face.
Yeah.
It's so in your face.
The story was just really bad, and then it was disappointing because it's like the first game was great.
Listen, the first 10 hours for me, I really enjoyed the first 10 hours because you go with the flashbacks and you see what Joel did and shit like that. And it's
the
like,
flashbacks are the best part in that game,
right.
The flashbacks.
But then, after that, then
it's funny because like the best parts of the game are the stuff with your favorite characters. It's Joel, Ellie, and then
I don't know who thought about. I don't know who was the thought guy who said like, oh yeah, let's kill off Joel.
No, that was the writer.
You don't get to play. You don't get to play as Joel and.
Yeah, and I was reading.
They're like genius. Yeah. Let's do it.
Love it. I was reading up stuff that like testers of the game were kind of against it. They're like, they're firing people.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. There's a lot of.
Yeah, because there was like issues going on.
Someone leaked someone.
Yeah.
And someone leaked the game.
Yeah, someone leaked the game because like they were like, fuck this. Because there was like the crunch and that studio was so bad that people like. If you played like Uncharted 4, every name you see in the credits, half of those people have quit the studio.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Uncharted 4 was good.
Yeah.
You see, like I love all the Uncharted games.
And that one too was already having like teases of it because I never had like when it was supposed to be a son.
In what
and the fourth Uncharted 4, instead of being a daughter, it's supposed to be a son.
Oh, and they changed it to.
But the creator wanted a daughter. So and then people were kind of like, oh, like it would have been better if it was a son.
Right.
But it was already having issues like in the studio, so then it kind of just
because of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Then they made that spin-off with the.
Which wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad, right?
It was actually a good time. Like that,
I never
that was
played
a good
that one.
story. But just don't touch Nathan Drake.
Right.
Like that was a good ending.
And it was a good ending. It was a great ending. Like games like that, Uncharted is great.
Last was part 2. I was hyped. I know when the trailer, like that teaser, it was like her playing
the guitar. Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I was pumped. I was ready.
Games and movies are literally merging already into one, where you can play
the
a
way
game.
Naughty Dog does it is on a whole nother level.
And games, you can't even tell the difference between them. They are like it's basically like a movie at this point. You're playing a movie. And then it's funny because movies now, like shows in Hollywood, they're using technology that games use for like digital stuff. So it's like it really is morphing into this one thing. Like
true, bro.
Both platforms of like they're just merging into one. It's crazy.
And you took courses in cinematography, or like is it just like?
Yeah. Like I'm doing film now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was gonna do that in UCF, and then I came back over here. Obviously, COVID hit, so that was like a huge delay. But yeah, I'm doing that now. That's what I'm doing now. I'm getting my bachelor's in film.
No, like I don't think. Well, unless you're an enthusiast, but like no, like the way you're seeing the screen, the way you talk about the screenplays and everything like that.
Yeah,
you have
it's honestly
deeper understanding of what's going on.
It's honestly mostly just like years and years of being like. I've been into this since Jesus, since I was a kid, dude. Like my mom would tell me like laughing, like I would like. A lot of kids, even my older brother,
you gotta show him the video that we did when we were kids.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. We've been making like little videos since
There's because we found like those old school VHS tapes, cameras or whatever, and we like went through old footage, and we had this clip that we record on our phone, and it was like us when we were kids.
I'll show it, and then
you have it?
I think I have it saved, and then I can put it on the podcast as you're watching it. I have it here.
It like you just see the talent there.
You see it
there. It's shitty.
A diamond in the rough.
Yeah,
a diamond in the rough.
You see it though, and then like we've been doing that shit for like.
Yeah, since like.
We were kids. Like, we used to call it SWAT.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like basic stuff, but we would just do it because we liked it.
This like BB gun, but it looked kind of real, and we had this toy tank, so we would use the tank as the sound of the gun. So we would do that, and it actually was like in sync. We would like do it. Yeah, we would do all that shit.
Look at this. Let me see so I can play.
Young filmmakers.
It's like on VHS. So that's
on VHS.
It's like a little cassette.
Yeah.
That's me. Yeah, bro.
Look at this guy.
That's the tank. That's the sound of the tank.
All right, good cut.
Good cut.
All right.
In the church house. Go check it out.
Oh, that's the ghost story one. The ghost story.
Josh, can you hear me? Josh.
That's me right there.
Have you seen anything so far?
Joshua sounds like a little. That's Joshua. That's literally him.
What the hell?
Isn't that crazy? It was just a bunch of that, bro.
Yeah, you guys are hilarious, bro. That's funny, man. For like you guys to like just
And the best part is the ending.
get on that shit.
Yeah, like this is like the big climax ending, you know? It's supposed to be like, like those ghost hunters.
We see the talent. Like, it's there. It's there.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's what we were messing up. No, where's the ending?
No.
The ending.
Yeah, keep going.
I love how shit is just
Joshua.
so random.
That's me right there.
I don't even know how old he was there. I was just like, you were playing.
Yeah,
He's literally a baby.
I was born in 2000, so I was probably like 5.
Mind you, in my head, I'm like, you're playing this like you're my tech guy. Like,
Really?
like in my head, I thought this was like the real deal. Look at him.
Like doing a good job.
Yeah, literally, just a man on the job.
Where's the ending?
I just want the ending.
Oh,
right
there
here.
it is.
That's funny, dude.
Dude. Look how chunky I was.
This guy, and the wig was.
Yeah, I don't know why we put that on. Oh, I don't know why I put that. That we got that from Jamaica. We just put it on. Yeah, put that on. You look older. Yeah, bro.
That's
so we've
funny,
been doing
bro.
that since like that age, and then just watching a lot of movies and stuff, and then now I'm taking the film classes, but just watching a lot of movies, man.
I saw Kobe talk about that one day, like his appreciation for film and stuff like that. He'll watch like a movie like 3 times. Like one day, first time he'll just focus on seeing the movie, then the second time he'll even like watch it with like no sound and shit like that. I was like, damn, bro, like I never thought about movies like that. You just see movies.
It's crazy,
and that's
man. It's crazy, like the level of like for good movies. Then there's movies. It's just like music or anything else where it's like you can. There's music that like Migos, you bump to. It's fun. You forget everything. But then there's also music that like there's movies that you have to watch a couple of times to even understand it, and there's like so many like different like meanings in it, and like that's great. It's cool, you know. And so we've been doing that since, and now we do short films and shit like that. And it's funny seeing like, you see that quality, and then you kind of see the quality go up as we get older, you know,
and the work that goes behind it.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny. It's great, you know. If I know you took acting class, man, so if you ever wanna, we'll have you be our martial artist. We'll make like a
Clap Van Damme.
Yeah. A little action trailer, because we do also like trailers. Like spoof trailers. So like that they'll look serious, and we'll film it like a real trailer, but it's like about the most ridiculous thing.
Oh, a little parody.
Yeah, exactly, a parody. And we did one on Jason Bourne, and he was like Jason Bourne. It's stupid, man. It's stupid. So
that's fun, but yeah, bro, I'll join you guys for some shit like that,
dude.
That type of shit is just like a good time, you know. Just
it is
around, letting your creative juices
flow. It is, unless I'm like, what is it, like Michael Bay or something on set? We're like yelling behind the scenes. No, it's fun though. It really is. And like usually, like when we do the short films, it's like, it's more like, okay, like how can we make this right? Because like the parodies, it's easier because it's like people are gonna laugh. Like that's okay. It's supposed to be funny.
Yeah, because we usually just like improv it all.
Right?
Yeah, we just improv. We just do whatever.
If you go on our YouTube channel, you go to the playlist. It's our comedy skits. They're called Culito Productions. Because I don't know why I started when we first started.
Productions.
Yeah. Don't ask me why. And I just kept rolling with it. I'll be like, whatever. I'll just keep that going. And then we have a playlist for our short films. And so like when we branched into that, I was like, damn, like people are so used to seeing me like doing funny stuff. Like I felt like scared to like try to do something like for real, like serious. And then whatever, we did it, and then people were like, "Oh shit, what the hell?" And this, and I was like, "Okay," like, and then I kept going. So now we just do a bit of both.
But do just go off with the crowd, with whatever the audience and the feedback you get on.
Yeah, like I'll show it to people first, like around me. I'll be like, "Look, like, what do you think? Can you take it seriously?" That was always my, because like the parodies, I know how to do that funny. Like that, we know it's easy.
It comes out.
Yeah,
bro, you guys are funny guys, bro. You guys in high school, dude. You guys are making.
Have you seen? Or you gotta? Oh,
I have
dude.
I have to see it.
We'll show you some. Oh my god, dude! You know the Batman trailer that came out with Robert Pattinson?
Nah, I haven't seen.
Oh my god!
Well, we'll watch that trailer and then
first, and then watch yours.
We'll show you. We'll show you after when we're done here,
Yeah,
dude.
Gotcha.
They're pretty funny. It's stupid. So we'll do that, and then we'll do like short films and stuff like that or whatever. It's fun, cool, and eventually, hopefully,
hey,
that's
bro.
the goal.
Daily, little
Harvey
by little.
Weinstein over here. Huh?
Harvey Weinstein. Not at all, man. But yeah, dude, and yeah, so that's why, and we love games so much too. So that's why we stream. Like we stream on Twitch.
Right.
So
streaming, you play anything on Twitch? Or
yeah, like we play right now, like last night we streamed. We play Warzone, or if I'm streaming like a campaign game, I'll stream it. Like I streamed Cyberpunk a bit when I played, even though I wasn't supposed to. Remember, it had like the nudity, but I was like, whatever. I don't have like a big following like that, so I was like, whatever. Yeah, so everybody was commenting like, oh, like everybody was dying. So it's just me playing. I was in quarantine just playing it, or we'll play.
How do you find that? Like, how do you find that different from just playing normally, like you're playing by yourself, and then now streaming, like what goes on through your head in that sense? I
literally just have to say what's in my head out loud, which is the hard part. So like if I'm playing, usually if I'm playing, I'm just in my head and like I'm just talking, like I don't even talk, I just play. But when I'm streaming, there's people watching, so it's like I like to engage with them and like just speak whatever I'm thinking,
What the fuck happened here?
Yeah, or like, oh, what should I do now? If I'm playing Cyberpunk, like go see a escort or something, and all right, let's go. Exactly. I'll definitely like have more fun with it, and then there'll be like if it's a more serious game, like where I really want to focus on, like obviously with Cyberpunk, I'll stream for a bit, and then there'll be times like, okay, let me zone in because I wanna, so we can talk about it on the podcast or whatever and stuff like that. But the streaming is fun too, and we see it, man, with the games and movies. It's really becoming one.
Yeah.
It really is.
Like 2018, 2019, that's when like I was playing like these games. Like I was like, dude, these games are like movies. Like I played the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh.
That was a great game.
That was good.
Dude, I was like, dude, like the story, the characters, like the boss fights.
The quality of this level of stories,
so
yeah.
good. And then like God of War, then Ghost, and Spider-Man. I was like, dude, this is like
sometimes even
crazy.
better than movies that are coming out now. You know,
Yeah,
it's crazy because like the
Death Stranding was the one that really stayed with me. Death Stranding, when I played it,
was that good?
That one, I was like, that was a good.
It's the most like cinematic experience I got like playing a game.
I get you.
You know, it's
I could tell just from the beginning. Like,
yeah, exactly.
A little bit, and then now you gotta sit down, put the controller down. And
yeah. The cutscenes are long. Yeah, with Hideo Kojima, his cutscenes are always long because he always wants to be a director at first,
right?
Yeah.
And then like a movie director.
And I don't know if you ever played the Metal Gear games.
Nah, I always saw my brother was real into the Metal Gear games.
Those games,
those are great.
Those games like hold up until this day. Like those games, like
it's always been
MGS3,
ahead of its time. Yeah.
Like even like the fourth one, when you play those, you're gonna be like, wow, like how he pushed the boundaries for those consoles during that time.
Damn, dude. And if I wanted to play that, I would have to use what, an emulator? If I wanted to play that.
That's right, because PlayStation is.
The only thing is, do you have like an old PS3 hiding somewhere?
Yeah, I would have to see.
Like
get my hands on that. PS3 will be able to run a PS2 game.
Yeah, because they have the HD collection for PS3. I bought it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the HD collection, and it's all the games, and like for the PS3.
Yeah, because I know like on PC I was able to get Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2.
Right.
So like I've been meaning to play those and stream it.
But to play like 3 and 4, you gotta like try your best to get a PS3. Because that's the one thing with Sony. I didn't catch that. Shut up. I wish that Sony would like do that. Like let us play old games on.
Yeah, especially games like that. Those games are classics, man.
Right, that shouldn't be too hard. And right now, like those.
It's possible.
Like megabytes.
Exactly.
Those games were like hard. I remember the Snake Eater, the part 3. The boss fights were incredible. Like there's one boss fight where you can like if you actually wait a week in real time, the boss just dies. Like you actually do stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
it's very fun.
There was one boss where you had to like change the controller.
Yes,
I remember I was playing MGS1 and it was a Psycho Mantis. I was like, dude, I can't beat this guy. I'm like, bro, I can't win. And then I was like, oh, I forgot. You gotta like change the slot because it reads your moves.
Bro, that's some crazy.
That's the stuff that he would do that he does in his games. And I love that, you know.
And I think MGS3 was the first game that ever had like the first tier, like because that was a hard thing to do back then to have someone crying.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that was like a hard thing.
Dude. Yeah.
And on part 4,
it's a movie.
That shit's
that be ready to put down the controller and sit there and let the cutscene.
Dude, that shit's a movie.
And that the Phantom Pain one, that's not like that though, right? Or
the Phantom Pain, it's good, but the game wasn't complete.
The studio interfered.
The studio screwed over him.
Oh.
And he couldn't finish the game.
And these guys released it either way.
Yeah, he had to. Yeah, it's a great game. It's still a great game for what it is, but the story just wasn't able to.
Because they wanted him to make it for 360 and PS3, and he was like, "For what? It's a dead console,
right?
Next gen only." And they wanted for that, so they had to cut a lot. Then they they cut the budget.
Yeah, they just screwed him over.
They screwed him over. So the game.
He left after that.
So the game, there's supposed to be like 5 chapters, like 5 acts, and there's only like 2.
Damn, bro.
So it sucks.
He wanted to be like a show, like a show format. Yeah.
What could have been?
I know, and it's because it's still a great game.
It's a great game.
It's just not complete.
Because when there are cutscenes in the game, like man, that's a good cutscene. That's a good like.
It's just not done.
It's just not done.
Yeah, the rest of the story's like on tapes that you have to listen to in audio.
And the gameplay is fun.
Yeah, the gameplay is good. The gameplay is great.
Compared to like the other ones, it's too because like MGS 1 or 2 or even 3. There's times where you're going like inside like a building, and you have to like sneak through the building. Like Phantom Pain was too like open world.
Oh, you get to do whatever you want.
It's just it was too like just a big empty map, and you just do nothing. So I was like,
the Metal Gear games are great.
Metal Gear games, that's like one of my top favorite series.
Yeah.
That series like.
And all the games they've always been ahead of their time. Like it's crazy.
I always saw my brother was real big into them, and I never got a chance to play them.
They're great.
Yeah,
they're great. One you can probably play. I don't even know where. They had that shit on on a PSP. They had that shit. Yeah, man. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like on mobile at some point.
No, I don't know about 4.
I loved my PSP when I had it, man.
Those little PSPs were awesome. Ahead of their time. I think that's what
Good
happened.
times. Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah, now
Those are
it's-
great, man. How they would make those games for them, and
Yeah, but Metal Gear, that was a great.
yeah, those are great.
Like, I actually played them again not too long ago. I feel like last year. I played all of them,
Yeah.
and I was like, dude, this is just.
Yeah, bro.
it's a
So
great-
you game. So you play.
Bro,
You've played a lot of games.
Yeah. I've been yeah, since a kid, I always had a controller in my hand. But like I played those games like that gamers play. Like,
Yeah.
people look at me and they think like, oh, all this athleticism. And
Yeah,
all this
yeah,
crap,
yeah.
And they think like, but like I'll play Call of Duty and stuff like that because normally I feel like mainstream like the normal average person, they'll
Yeah,
play
no,
Call
like-
of Duty and that's it.
Fortnite or something.
Right, but they're not gonna get into The Witcher. They're not gonna
Yeah,
get into
yeah.
like Dark Souls. They're not gonna get into,
I love Dark Souls.
yeah, bro, Dark Souls. I played all of them.
Oh yeah.
This
So
is-
you played a lot of games.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
That's
you gotta
awesome.
Get the PS5 and play Demon Souls.
I heard, bro. My nephew's been telling me he has a
Dude.
PS5. He's played
Dude.
Cyberpunk, Demon Souls, all these days. He's been telling me, you gotta get it.
Dude, the
you gotta
graphics for that, the graphics, and then when I put that shit in, I was like, holy shit, dude, the graphics.
Yeah, it's pretty
60
great.
FPS.
Bro, I was good. I was so hyped about getting my PS5. I bought a good ass monitor and everything. And I was like, oh man, I can't wait. But like now with this crap, I just got so tired of looking.
Yeah, it's
There-
hard.
there's an
It's
app,
hard.
hey, do you remember the app that Ashley got? Fuck, what was the app? There was like an app.
I don't remember.
You get, and it like it sends
Notifies
you.
you?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Because that's
Yeah.
how my brother and my sister got the Series X and the S.
At this point, I was like, man, I'm gonna wait till I could walk into a store, and I said, I'll take my time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Probably gonna
it's
be a while, but
it's rough. It's rough to get
I
one,
got
man.
lucky because since I've been like part PlayStation for like a while, I guess, and they sent like an invite
oh yeah,
to wait in line early.
damn, bro. So you
get-
got it like as soon as it came out.
Yeah, the day one.
Wow.
Because I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it pre-order.
Fucking lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
you know, I
Yeah.
signed up. I just signed up. I was like, oh, let me see. I'm gonna try my best. And I signed up, and I got an email. Oh, you're invited to join the queue line before everyone else.
Wow.
I waited the line. I got the PS5 for it.
And that's it, right from the jump.
Yeah, right from the jump.
Yeah, man. That and then we played Spider-Man, which looked great, and
Yeah.
The next one I went
Yeah.
for is that Ratchet and Clank one.
Oh, it's gonna be good too.
yeah.
But yeah, bro, I played a lot as a kid, even throughout high school. Like that part of my group of friends, because I was always obviously with the basketball guys and everything. I was like, like I never had the chance to talk about games. With
That's
nobody.
so funny. Wow. Because I didn't know. I had no idea that you were into games like that. Because it's true. You think, oh yeah, like well, probably Call of Duty.
Gaming is like my thing. That's like.
Yeah.
I just love good stories,
Right.
especially in games. Like when you play like, a good game.
You get it so invested into it. It's a good time to relax. Like that would be my way to relax at night. I'll just start playing. I loved Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed was
Yeah,
a big
those
game
were
for
cool.
me.
Yeah, but then they kind of like.
Nah, then they just.
I don't know what happened.
I
Assassin's
love-
Creed 1 through 3 were really
They were
good.
great,
One
yeah.
was okay, like because
I can
like
never
it was an
finish-
introduction to the
I
thing.
can
It was a
never
little
finish-
boring because
yeah.
it was the same shit over and over again. But Assassin's Creed 2 and that like trilogy of Ezio and these guys, bro.
Yeah, like, I played
Yeah,
all these
man.
games, the Ezio storyline.
Yeah, I
I,
love
wish
that
they
stuff.
continued after 3 because they were supposed to go into this whole thing after 3
Yeah.
that was like the end of the world
Like
and
he-
like this war in modern
Yeah.
times,
Like,
and
he
they just
died,
stopped.
that's it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't like. I was like so embarrassed. Like, bro, this is like.
Yeah,
some
I
mind-blowing
YouTubed
shit.
it. I
What's going
YouTubed
on?
it. I was like, "What does this mean?" And they were saying how the two like
Wars are gonna, like,
war.
collide.
Yeah, they were gonna collide against each other. The Templars and the
And
know
now
that?
they do a Black Flag and.
yeah, and then they
Odyssey
just
and-
decided to forget that. And I
Yeah.
wanted to know. I was like, it was gonna go into this whole thing about the end of the world and this. Like the storyline was just gonna go in. It was gonna lead into the modern times with the war in modern day.
Man, at that point, I feel
Assassin's
like people
Creed
had
was
built a
good.
connection with Desmond.
Yes,
This guy,
and then he
Like,
died, and
Part 3 was really good. Part 3, and I was like,
Yeah.
man, like, that was a good fucking.
It's like the good settings. Like
Yeah.
going down and doing that into the freaking.
And then it just
the American
stopped.
Revolution and stuff. That was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Going into the trees and starting off as a little
Yeah,
Indian
man.
boy. Yeah, that shit was cool.
and then they just stopped. They're like, okay, we're just gonna
And
keep
now
doing
they just
side
do,
stuff.
Like, they just pump out every year.
And I gave all those games a chance, but I never finished any of them
I
after
never
that.
did
game.
the
Really?
last one for Ezio. Like it's like him taking off the blades.
Oh yeah,
He's like talking to him. Like I think it was like Desmond.
That was
And then now
the.
it's like your time.
I think that was the Roman one. I think that's when they're
I
in
think it was
Rome.
like Revelations.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, dude, that was a good. See, that was just a great cutscene.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, dude, like it was like setting up for the next story. I think that sets up 3.
Yeah.
So then you play part 3, and then that ends.
It was a great way to do it. And then after 3, you're like, what's next?
Next.
And they just stopped.
Messed it up. I heard Black Flag was, but I never finished it. I mean, the
I
pirate ship
played.
thing
It was
idea
cool,
is
like the
good.
whole pirate ship
Thing.
stuff, but again, like I just want to.
You just I lost the connection with Desmond and all that shit. So
Yeah, that's what brings you in. It's the story. You want to be invested.
War games?
Yeah, but not like
The new ones.
Nah, I haven't played the new ones. Gears of War 3 was the one I played. I played a lot with my nephew and my brother-in-law. They're big, not real big. My nephew is real big into games, but we'll normally get together and we'll do like some real big Halo tournaments.
Oh
so
man,
we'll get, like, a whole bunch of
I
monitors.
miss Halo 3.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Halo 3 days. That was like peak for me.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
that was like the
That was
best.
fun.
Our Halo days were
Dude, we will have
ridiculous, man.
15 people max in a custom game playing Sand Trap.
That's
Infection.
fun.
Custom game lobby, everybody yelling
Talking
at each
shit.
other.
That's
Oh,
fun.
And then
my
for
God.
Gears 3, we got into fights. Like in
For
Gears
real?
3,
Yeah,
we
we'll
were
do-
doing private games.
Oh,
It was
man.
me, Justin, Jordan, like everyone
Yeah,
for school. And we would get into fights that like even in school we wouldn't even talk.
Damn, bro.
Like it was that bad. We would like trash talk. But I mean like trash talk. I never once. We would always play on Blood Drive, and it was not. It was like we'll play 10 rounds.
Yeah.
It was 9-9. Time. We're all
Yeah,
just
yeah.
taking like our time. And whoever wins, we would trash talk for weeks.
Yeah, that was it. That was
No,
it.
no,
Like,
like at one point we'll like fight. We'll get like heated
Yeah, it was
arguments.
intense then, bro.
No,
it
like,
was
no
fun.
joke.
It was
Took that
fun,
shit
man.
serious.
And
The
I remember
Halo
I would
days,
do,
we
like,
would train in the Halo Reach and stuff for
Yeah.
like Bungie
Halo
Day.
Reach was fun
In
too,
Gears
bro.
3, we would like train. I remember I did like a 2v2 once. It was me and I forgot who else against John and his friend, and we beat him and we trash talk him. And then like we did like a 5v5, beat him, trash talk him. It was just nonstop.
Bro, gaming is like another skill that people don't realize. Like,
Yeah,
like
man.
the coordination you
The
have to have.
hand-eye
and
coordination.
everything.
And
Because
It's
you
great.
give a controller to somebody who's never played a game.
Oh,
and
they
they're like,
have no idea
it's
what
so
to do.
funny, like, how
They
do
have,
they work this
they have to
device?
look to hit the button, you know? Like, yeah, man. Oh, dude, those Halo days.
I miss Halo 3. Halo 3 was.
So you played Halo. You were, and you had your own tournament, like kind of like you had all the monitors set up.
yeah, we'll set up and we'll do that like on a pretty consistent basis. Like that'll be like a fun.
I
Like,
kind of like miss that. Like we like.
That's
we
we'll
awesome,
set
man.
up at like sometimes, bro. We'll play like all day. We'll normally finish like at 6 in the morning. Like we'll play like, oh man,
That was-
round after round. My friend would have my brother-in-law's brother. He would make like custom stages. that
Oh
we all,
yeah.
like, we all knew where all the power weapons were. We all knew everything. Like we only played on those custom stages that we had. Like it would be sometimes it'll be like normal stages I already set up, but with like certain tweaks. Like we'll add
Yeah.
certain weapons and certain things. So you know whoever
That
got
is-
those weapons, they were gonna win the match or shit like that.
That is awesome,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Just a lot of shit talking. and
Yeah, man.
shit. My nephew, I'd always get on my nephew because bro, he's so good with the Banshee.
Yeah.
And bro, man, he would just get on that thing, and I said it was a wrap. Once he got on that thing, you couldn't shoot him
Halo
down.
3, I was like, I would like just fucking play that shit nonstop.
Those were great times. Like gaming was different. Now,
Different.
like I don't mind the battle royale, but it's getting old already.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know what it is, but I've never been able to play like a multiplayer game like that, like Call of Duty, like just go and play online. Like I remember 7th grade, 8th grade, I'll be able to hop on, bro, and just play there, boom, like by myself.
Yeah.
I didn't care, like, and it'll be even funner if you had when you had a party of friends
Yeah,
on. That's
man.
even better. But yeah, now like if I tried to play that game, like I couldn't, bro. I just can't.
It's
I don't know.
different. It's different. Even for us now, like we were streaming it yesterday. I was like, man, we need a new game to come out. Like we
Right.
need something. Yeah. Like, and I hope the new Halo game is good.
Right.
So that you know
Did you
that.
see that gameplay?
I haven't seen any gameplay. I saw the trailers.
Yeah, it was rough.
No,
like,
the
it looks
gameplay-
good.
The gameplay's pretty bad.
That's it. The gameplay came out already.
Yeah, the game they
That-
showed
that-
it at
It was some Xbox event. That
Yeah,
happened.
it
What
was
looks
like-
bad about it? What looks
No, like
The graphics.
Oh, the graphic,
like bad.
like cartoonish?
I never.
It just looked
my,
old.
My dad watched it. and He was like, "What the fuck is this?" He said, how this shit looks pretty bad. And my dad doesn't know anything.
Anything, right? But
And
just
he saw it. And he was like, "Wow, this game looks like shit, huh?"
damn, bro. Yeah.
'Cause
Not
it
looking
still
good.
looked-
because my dad saw like Death Stranding,
Uh-huh.
and he loves like the way the game looks.
Right?
He's
No,
like,
like,
it's
bro,
a
the
goddamn
mountains,
movie.
everything looks like
Yeah, the
scenery in that movie
standard is higher now, you
Yeah.
know, and it looked different. It looked boring.
I
It
don't know
looked
what
slow.
It is with Xbox, bro. They just
You know
Yeah,
why?
they-
Because they're too focused on old gen. That's the problem. Like, cause like with PS5,
yeah,
PS5 only. Here, that's the power. Go do your game.
right.
Xbox, it's 1S, 1S, 1X, then the Series S, Series X.
They're
and
trying to sell too much shit.
it's like okay, like pick a console, just choose one.
No, because they haven't been able to. My nephew was trying to get me into that Sea of Thieves game.
Dude,
Like
it's
that-
boring, bro.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
like it seemed cool in the beginning. He was like,
Right.
he was talking about the water. He's like, oh, this is the best water graphics I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
true. It's true. It looks
Yeah,
good,
And
but
like, after we played like for
you can't
5
stay out the
hours,
water all day.
Yeah. And then like 5 hours, I was like, oh, like this is it. Like this is the whole.
Yeah,
game.
when we started playing it, we're like, oh, this looks fuck it.
Yeah, and then,
You know,
yeah, like this big ship came out on the water and started attacking us.
You're like, oh,
And we're like,
and we were like, go
man,
attack.
The ship, man, the ship. We're like,
Yeah.
fighting, and then that's it.
That's it, bro. After that,
You got to load up the cannons. Load up the cannons. I was like, this is so fun.
take the water out.
And then you realize
Yeah.
most of the game you're just on sea, like, this is it. You know,
Where's the
fighting
treasure,
skeletons.
laddie? There's
Yeah.
no
Yeah, bro.
treasure.
No treasure, lad.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
The Xbox is they're I don't know. They're
I've only used it to play Halo. I've only used it. We would only buy the Xbox to play Halo.
Halo, Gears. We play
That's
Gears.
it. We
That's
had our
it.
But PS5, that's what we do for everything else.
Their exclusives are amazing.
Dude,
Crazy.
they make like high end like
And good exclusives in the gaming is just they're more focused on the games. Xbox tried to get more into like streaming, television, and shit like that.
like the
Fucked up.
Xbox is more like Netflix.
Yeah.
And I'll say Sony is more. I compare it to that film studio like A24.
Yeah, like
Messes up.
Xbox is more about, you know, the mainstream, what brings, you know, they have
Big
that
money.
consumer mindset. And then Sony's more in that creative mindset where it's like,
Let's make.
how can we make the
different stuff.
best game? How can we push that? And then
Right.
Xbox is just about the money, honestly. Like, yeah, Game Pass is cool, right? You know, the Game Pass where you pay 10, 15 a
or
A
month.
whole bunch of games. Yeah.
But then the games are like Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
That's how we play Sea of Thieves through Game Pass. And we were like, all right, I'm not paying for Game
Get
Pass
outta here.
anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather pay the money and get a great game like a God of War or Death Stranding
Right.
or anything, you know.
Enjoy, bro.
Yeah, even Last of Us 2, that the story was ass,
Yeah.
but
the
like
graphics look really good.
you know, it's
Yeah,
still something new and it's an exclusive that's good. You know, Ghost of Tsushima is amazing.
That game
Yeah, yeah.
And
The
we
graphics
just
are
got
on point.
Returnal,
I would
which-
just like stand there, bro. Another game that impressed me a lot was Red Dead 2.
Yeah,
Dude, that game was great. Dude, that fucking game.
yeah. Joshua would laugh at me.
Oh,
Joshua
yeah?
would laugh at me
No,
so
I-
many
I
times.
would, like, cause the gameplay felt so dated.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
You can say that.
Dude,
You
the
can say that.
gameplay has been the same
Since-
since like GTA 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, change it up.
Yeah, like
Please.
It could have been a
And,
little
and
bit
the
different.
story was too long. The story,
What
dude,
was
when,
it?
when I got
Dude.
to that epilogue, I was like, oh my god. I
I
was
took-
thinking of horse shit. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
I took forever playing the game,
Dude.
because I would just like walk. It's like go up, see the scenery. Like there'll be
Yeah,
times I wouldn't do any missions and shit.
yeah.
I got pretty absorbed in that game.
yeah.
No, I
The world is great.
Yeah.
The combat, it's been the physics of the combat has been the same since like GTA 4.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
then-
dated.
Yeah, it's dated, and then
you gotta like change it. Like,
but and the
Could've
game
changed it
was
up.
long. I
Add some
remember.
different running mechanics. They could've done
Yeah,
something
you know.
different.
and whoever decided tapping A to sprint, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. That is the dumbest
That is a
thing.
stupid thing.
Dude,
That shit's so
I
annoying.
hated that in GTA.
dude,
Honestly, yeah.
I
You
was
have
like,
to tab and tab.
like my thumb will hurt. I'm like, bro, I don't want to be tapping this all fucking day. I just want to hold down the button.
And that's it. Let them run.
Yeah, let him run. Yeah,
For
dude.
real.
Like tapping A. Oh, God, that's so stupid.
Yeah, dude, that shit was so annoying.
Dude, I was like,
We were
why?
playing GTA 5 not too long ago too. We were streaming
we're
that a
trying
bit.
to, like play like online
The
to have
heists.
fun, but
Oh,
dude,
yeah?
it
We're doing
was
the
terrible.
heist.
I couldn't. Terrible. Like the gameplay, I was like,
It's
dude,
time for a new
Bro,
GTA.
That came out of the fucking Xbox 360, bro. That's
dude,
Isn't that
still-
crazy? And
Yeah.
it's still making money.
still making money, bro.
I think the reason why they haven't made a new one is because
They're making so much money now.
No, because it's making so much money. It's been $1 billion.
Yeah.
Like alone.
It's crazy.
But I think it's also the way how everything is now, like the story wise. They don't know how to like where to take us. GTA 5, I played it again.
I love the story.
No,
Yeah.
I played it again recently. I was like, man,
It's a game that has no filter.
I was
Yeah.
like, man,
Yeah.
the stuff that's in this game, if this came out now, oh
It
my
would
God,
it would
there
be offensive.
backlash.
Yeah, it would be offensive.
Tell me about it, bro.
I think it's a mix of that and also just the company being like, we're making so much money from GTA
Because
5
if you-
still.
If you
Yeah.
really like Red Dead 2, you can't have sex with a hooker.
Oh yeah, no.
You can't.
That's always been like, I get it back then, but even back then, I don't know, but Rockstar, like in the GTA games. Now, if the new GTA comes out and there's like some restriction, I'm gonna be like, oh, like,
Yeah.
you know,
You guys-
it's not gonna
you
ruin
guys-
the whole
you guys
game.
flaked though.
Exactly. Like you're holding back.
I'm kind of hoping
surrendered.
They, do,
They
like,
surrendered. Yeah, they bowed down.
There's a rumor that's gonna be like here in Miami, like the map.
They
That'll be
should.
nice. They
Dude,
should
they
bring
do
that
like
back.
80s.
Just for making
like
us
And if
wait
they make
so
it
long.
Like, they should make it like super like accurate.
Yes.
That'd be cool.
Like
Yeah.
Scarface.
You go down to like Collins Ave and shit like that.
Yeah,
that'd be
man,
cool.
that would be so cool.
That'd be fucking cool.
Or even for right now, like do a whole remake of Vice City or something while we wait.
Something
They're,
like that.
they're doing a remake for Last of Us Part 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
full-on remake for
Like-
next gen.
Damn, bro, that'd be nice.
So
That'd be
basically,
nice.
just Last of Us Part 2
Right,
for
graphics, but
yeah, for 1.
I'll play that.
With
shit
the
again.
story of 1, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that combo.
Yeah, the story with 1. The
I
story
like
of
that.
two,
Story
nah.
of one, bro. So what a good story, bro. It keeps you
And the
like
one thing with Part
Yeah,
2,
curious.
like I don't have a problem with like gore,
right.
but I feel like it was just trying to be edgy.
Yeah,
And,
like,
I was
it got
dude,
real gory.
yeah, I was
But, like,
I
it
don't
was,
wanna
like,
hear-
excessive.
I don't
Yeah.
want to hear the dog taking its last breath.
Yeah.
Like let's tone it down. Like, cause I don't mind like gore. I like
Right.
gory games.
I mean, look at Gears of War.
Yeah, like, Gears
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting
Dude,
chainsawed.
Dude, Gears of War, I would like rip the guy's arm off and just beat him to death with it. I would love that. I was like, yeah, you like that, you piece
That
of shit.
shit's so funny,
And I was
man.
like, yeah, but like that's just Part 2. Like, you're like killing a dog and you just see the head come off, or like you hear like just like the sound of it dying.
Yeah,
Like I don't care about humans. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't want to kill a dog. Like dogs, like that's the one thing I don't like killing.
That's funny. Huh?
Turn your mic a
My
little.
nephew says the same thing. He's like, oh, man, fuck a human. But a
Yeah, it's
That's
not.
too much. That's
You
too
can't
much.
because you can't like understand the dog. You
Right.
can't like a human. You can be like, oh, that guy was a dick anyway. You know.
You're a piece of crap.
There's no
Yeah.
way that dog was a dick.
Yeah, exactly. It's a dog.
Yeah, and the game will do this thing. Like if you kill the owner, the dog will start crying.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude.
The game just wanted to make you feel too much. It
Yeah.
was they were trying to be edgy just for the sake of being edgy,
Yeah.
not because of like a story.
It wanted
'Cause-
to make you. Yeah, my nephew. Yeah, my nephew really hated it. He was like,
Smart
Yeah.
man.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
bro. Yeah, because he's like, they want to make you feel bad for this girl. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
and
I don't give a fuck.
She killed Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And one thing
I
too,
don't give a
like,
fuck.
like the way the world is, I was like, dude, how does she have like a whole like meal plan to get that big?
Yeah, for
The girl's
real,
taking
dude.
like a whole meal plan.
When-
In an
Bro,
apocalyptic
I was
world.
Like, yo, what the
Because the thing is that because
when I first saw him, I'm like, yo, what the? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Holy
because then you
shit.
see her in the flashbacks, she's like, oh, like a normal girl.
Yeah.
But now she's like a fucking like Hulk Hogan. Ah!
Growth
Like, wow.
hormone. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like,
There's
how?
no.
Like how do you have meal
She found it in
plans?
the apocalyptic world and didn't share that shit with anybody.
She meal
This is
plans.
mine.
There's
Like
protein shakes are
supplements,
still a
protein
thing.
Shakes, steroids, everything.
That's
I
all
was like,
still a thing. She has a secret stash apparently
secret
in an
stash.
apocalyptic
Bro,
world.
dude.
I was like,
She'll
wow.
she'll survive for a long time.
That's
Dude,
just
that,
crazy,
that
bro.
game, I was gonna buy the collectors and everything.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised. Now you're saying I have played a good. I've spent a good amount of my life playing some. Fucking
Yeah,
games, bro.
you're mentioning a lot of games
The
that.
hours. I'll see the hours, bro. Yeah.
I'm
Oh
trying to get
yeah,
him to play,
I put how many hours did I put in Cyberpunk? Like 70, 80 hours.
It's not too bad, it's not, bro. I have. There was a friend of ours, bro. You know, a friend of my brother-in-law's brother. That this guy is a freaking beast, like 15,000 hours. Not 15,000, 1,500 hours, like on a Final Fantasy and shit.
Oh
like that.
yeah, those games. Yeah,
It's like, God, bro, that's a big portion.
it's a lot. It's hard. It's hard for me to spend a lot of time on a game. Like with
I can't,
Cyberpunk,
bro.
the quarantine helped me. I was like,
Right.
just let me play all of it. Let me
No,
enjoy all of it.
If I get like consumed into a game,
Right.
you're never.
Yeah,
seeing
Ghost of Tsushima.
Like for Death Stranding, I
Yeah.
was gone.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
Have you seen this guy? Where's
No, no, like, dude, I was,
Yeah, my mom would be like, "Where's Joshua?" Like,
Dude, like I was playing so much that my eyes would go red.
Dude, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Like like my eyes would go red, and I was like, dude, because like I just
It's a lot,
couldn't
yeah.
stop
You're
playing.
consumed.
Ghost of Tsushima was like
Final
that.
Fantasy 7 was another one too. I got like I'm trying to get him to play it because that was like
Yeah.
I
It's
used to be
hard.
like there will be times as a kid, yeah, like 16, 17, yeah, I will be able to like go like pull an all nighter like that. I'll get locked in, but it gets harder and
It
harder.
gets
now.
it's
Yeah,
hard,
I used
man.
to I used to stay up to like 7 in the morning.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
Dude, we would, yeah.
Now, like I'll do it like every once in a while. Like if I'm really into a game.
Really into it. Pop a
Like-
Red Bull and let it ride.
I told
Yeah.
Joshua what I want to do for a stream is just do like an all day stream. Like, yeah, we'll
24
order
hours.
maybe.
Yeah, but the thing
That's
is,
a
like,
lot, bro.
what-
That's
what
a lot.
game do you play?
That's a
What
lot.
game do you play? That's the problem.
Yeah,
What
that's the
game do you
thing. What
play
game? Yeah,
For
exactly.
24 hours.
Yeah, maybe like
Maybe like the whole night.
maybe like
But I don't know, a story game. I don't like. I feel like you need to take like a
You
break
need
from a
breaks.
story.
Yeah,
game, right?
yeah.
Like you can't
Yeah.
just go.
You know
all
what
in
game
like
I
that.
would love to see make? I don't know if you ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, of course, bro. Yeah.
Like.
Oh, they should
would
make
love,
a game.
I would
yeah.
love to see a game with that.
But like how? Like what type of game? Like
like I don't know, guys. Like I don't know, guys. How you
how
make
they
a
would
game
make
like
it,
that.
right?
Dude, but like I love it because I saw the show recently,
Oh yeah, you were
and
seeing.
then
Yeah.
I saw Korra.
Yeah.
that shit.
Dude, I love that world.
I mean,
Yeah.
if they were to make like a next gen thing,
Yeah.
with
I'm
the
currently
water
watching
and
it
Dude,
now.
because I remember once I was thinking about, I was like, dude, I was picturing a whole fight scene, like a whole like gameplay in my head.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this will be the coolest thing in the world. Like,
Yeah.
just imagine like God of War, but you're bending. Like earth, fire, water. Like,
And you upgrade your skills.
Dude,
well,
I
you
would love
probably
that.
start with like nothing. You just have air, and then you start getting more.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I saw the show, I loved Avatar.
Yeah, I'm
He's
currently watching it now. I'm on the
Dude,
second
You never,
season.
you never seen it before?
No,
I
never.
never saw it as a kid.
Yeah.
Dude, when
I
I
saw it
was
as a kid.
when I was young, I don't know, man. Like I would watch shit like Lord of the Rings and like
But you don't understand shit. Like as a kid,
I loved it. I remember watching it and loving it. But yeah, you know, I watch it now. It's like, oh yeah, like I get things more. But when I was young, I would watch just like these adult movies. Yeah,
I
like
remember I saw Star Wars: Phantom Menace on the VHS, and I love that one. I saw like the Darth Maul scene. I would watch a lot like what was it? Not Toy Soldiers, Small Soldiers.
yeah,
It was this movie where it's like these toys come to life, and I was like, I forgot the story of it.
yeah.
I'll watch those, or like Ninja Turtles. I
Oh, shit.
love Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Like the original, like the 1991.
Yeah.
I will watch that one.
Damn, bro.
Love
Stuff
that
like
one.
that, man. Yeah, no, my thing was like Lord of the dude. I remember my mom would tell me I would watch Lord of the Rings every day. I don't know if you've seen those movies,
I haven't seen them enough to appreciate them. Like I've seen them like that. Like,
but you have an idea of like they're
Of what it is,
long
yeah.
movies.
Okay.
They actually
3
brought
hour
it back to
rides.
theaters in IMAX. They brought it again.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah, we saw it in
saw all
theaters
three.
recently.
We saw all three again because
Oh,
I
that's
bought
nice.
it. I bought it from Christmas. I got them the 4K collection.
Yeah, bro, it
And
was
then
nice.
we saw the 4K at home. Then we went to see it in IMAX again.
Damn, bro.
Like I
Yeah.
love Lord of the Rings.
That shit-
It's literally like the perfect trilogy.
I didn't realize the
It's
impact
like
it
those
had.
type of the movies where they put you in just a whole new world, bro. That's just.
Dude,
And I didn't realize the impact it had on me, like as a kid.
Oh,
Because when I
yeah?
would watch it, when I was watching it again, now I was like, oh, it got me. You know, like I was like, I love this movie, but it brought back that like childhood in me. Because that's what I do. I dressed up as the Orlando Bloom's character, Legolas. and
he had like the full on.
I had the wig with the ears and
Everything.
the bow. Yeah, yeah,
Damn,
yeah.
bro.
I loved it. Like that was my childhood,
Harry
and watching it and Harry Potter.
Dude,
I-
that's the thing. I
I
only saw the
miss-
first one.
Dude, I missed the hype of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I will never forget where we went to fucking Main Street.
Yeah, I don't know why we
watched
went
the
there.
last one. God awful, dude. I had these fucking two bitches. We didn't shut the fuck up the whole movie. I'm like, it's the final movie. It's the last part. Like, dude, it's the last. movie.
That is super annoying, bro.
It's
When people are
terrible.
talking
Dude,
about
I
it.
never
Terrible.
like. Dude, it's the final movie. It's the epic end to this amazing.
That was
saga.
Right. satisfying too.
And
Yeah.
these two girls are like, dude, just God, why,
dude.
why do you follow me? Dude, because we used to go to the movies like 10, 11. There will always be that one asshole there who would just talk and talk. It's like how?
And it's crazy because back then, during those times, you had to be in line
To like yeah,
to get a good seat. Because remember, back then there wasn't select your seats like now.
Yeah, none of that shit.
Now you get from your home. Oh, I reserved it.
That's it.
There back then, you had to be like there waiting. Oh, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
The only time I ever waited in a line, I think it was for like Spider-Man 3, bro. That
Ooh,
was amazing.
those Tobey Maguire days,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah,
Yeah. How, what did you think of Spider-Man 3 when you saw it?
Bro, fuck. It's
Toby's,
been a while since I seen it.
I would actually.
As a kid, I liked it, man.
What did you think of the Toby's dance, the dancing, and the?
And,
You don't remember
No,
the
I have to see that movie again.
the
bro.
evil
Like,
evil evil
We
Peter
actually
Parker?
we actually saw them again. We saw all three.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
They're good. They're
And
good.
those
They
movies
hold
are-
up.
those movies are
They
good.
hold up.
Yeah.
They hold up. 2 is amazing. 3
The
has
only
its
gripe, I mean,
issues.
people say that it's not like the original Spider-Man character. Like he's not the funny guy and shit like that.
Yeah, he's not the
different.
same. That's what we got Tom Holland for. But the
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire ones are just.
He's the best.
I like them.
I love them. Yeah. 3, you get that. You remember? I don't know if you remember Tobey Maguire with the hair and he was dancing.
Oh, yeah. He puts the hand to the side.
And he starts doing the dance.
God,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
I'm gonna throw some dirt in your eye. You remember that?
That was
Yeah, that was a
good.
weird scene. But other than that, it was
It
good. It's
was-
solid.
It's a good film.
2 is
Good
amazing.
action, good
Spider-Man 2, I remember seeing now. I was like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
You know, just like with those,
That was a good one.
yeah, the
One thing
nostalgia.
I
There's a lot
didn't
of.
do was like X-Men.
Oh,
X-Men, like I only seen Wolverine, or like the Origins one and 2, and then like Logan.
Yeah.
Like I saw like his thing.
Bro, there's so many goddamn
There's
Marvel
too many.
movies.
But,
and
but
shit.
X-Men I never really give a shit about.
Yeah.
Like I like X-Men's like whatever.
I feel like I would always see that like playing on TV. Like, oh, this shit's playing right
Yeah.
now.
But Logan, I love Logan.
Yeah, Logan is
That's a good
good.
one.
The Harry
Yeah.
Potter movies are great, man. Because it's weird. Because when the first Harry Potter came out, I think I was like, what? I don't know how old I was.
Yeah, that's.
I was in kindergarten.
That movie, I don't know why. I've only saw the
They're
first
so
one.
good, and
everybody's like, I see the fandom, like when you go to Universal specifically.
Yeah, dude.
And shit, it's like.
Yeah, we saw part 4. They did like the concert. Like you watched the movie
with the
they
live
played-
orchestra.
with the live orchestra.
for the soundtrack. It was cool.
And that was like awesome.
So they're playing the soundtrack for the movie live. So it's a whole different. And dude, I mean, we grew up. You know, I remember when I was in kindergarten, I dressed up as Harry Potter, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Because I used to, I used to kind of look like him. Yeah, I had the hair with the glass. And that I remember when that ended, it got me because I was like, I grew up. So like, and what I loved about those movies,
Harry.
I was Harry Potter. No, I thought I was Harry Potter. No, but like.
Those movies got
the whole fan base, you know, like at my age, growing up, and you saw the first one, but you would have had the same experience where as I was getting older, so was the movie, so was the character, because each movie, it started off as a kid movie.
Man.
There's 8 of them, so each movie would get darker and more mature and more mature. As I was getting older, they were coming out. It's like you kind of grow up with these people, and then it ended. It ended in what?
2011,
20.
Nah.
So I was like, what is that? High school almost? Not
That's
even.
Or is it 10?
Like 8th grade?
No, I never. It was like when Twilight 2 was coming out. The Breaking
Yeah,
Down.
so I was like, I don't even know what grade I was in, but I was growing up with the character, you know, with the movies.
I'll
So
never forget when I first saw the trailer. It was like the MTV Movie Awards, and they showed the trailer for both Final like Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2.
yeah,
Damn,
it's
bro.
amazing.
And
dude.
I was like hyped.
My mom cried because she's like, it was a reminder to her of like how I'm growing
Into
old
that, right?
already, you know?
Wow.
Because when I was a kid, it first came out, and that's what I loved about those movies is that.
You grow with it.
And but the movies weren't afraid to grow as well, because you get a lot of things now. Movies or franchises now, they're scared to go more mature, and they want to keep it as innocent as possible. And I feel like Stranger Things kind of suffered with that with the last season, where you got to start growing with these kids already. These kids are old,
That's
you
right.
know. You got to grow with them, like make it more mature. I understand the first season was about them being little kids, but they're not little kids anymore.
Right.
They're all 18
And that's what I love about Harry
for
Potter.
real.
Each movie, and whenever you watch them, if you watch the beginning of the logo of Warner Brothers, each movie, it will get darker and darker because the story was getting darker.
Damn, bro.
Until eventually at the finale, you get this dark story, you know? Like people are going to die. That's great because I'm growing.
A little Harry Potter movie
Do
marathon, dude.
Do it because it's worth it.
And one thing to notice, like when the movie starts, it shows the logo.
Yeah, each
In
one.
Each movie, how you see the logo getting darker. Each
Darker.
time,
It starts
which is
off, the
kinda
first
cool.
2 are like, it's a cute, like it's nice, it's
Right.
adventurous, young kids, but then like 3, 4, then the main villain doesn't even come in till
4.
halfway into the franchise. That's how well done it is.
Wow.
Yeah, the main villain who's
That
like,
gets real.
then it starts getting dark, but it takes its time,
Yeah,
you know?
it lets it build.
So
that's
it's
cool,
awesome
man.
because you
That's
kind of see
cool.
the story progress, you know, because nowadays with these franchises, they're scared to like, if it's innocent and fun and people like it like that, they're like, no, let's keep it like that the whole way. And I feel like Marvel suffers from that.
Yeah, that destroys it, bro.
It destroys it. That's why Infinity War to me is the best. I don't know if you caught up or if you see, Infinity War to me is the best Avengers and Marvel movie.
That they made. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I saw both of them.
That one got dark. People died. The villain wins at the end.
It doesn't matter now.
It doesn't matter now because then Endgame, that's a perfect example. Infinity War got really dark.
Yeah.
People were like crying, like, oh my God, everybody is like gone.
Even though not really, because they all have signed up for like 20 movies.
Yeah. Like what happened? And I love that. I remember when that movie ended, I was like,
You stay like, you're like, oh.
No,
People
we saw
were crying.
We saw it opening night, Dolby.
uh,
And then we walked in with headphones. I blasted music. I didn't want to hear
to avoid
nothing.
spoilers and
Dude,
stuff.
I
yeah.
avoided
We hate
everything.
spoilers.
I just, spoilers, sat down, waited till the movie started.
I don't like spoilers either.
Dude.
I don't even look at trailers sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good,
trailers
good
are
for you. Because
spoiled,
trailers
yeah.
right now just show everything,
Yeah.
man. And I remember Infinity War was amazing, and it was dark.
Yeah.
You know, like dude, Thanos was kicking everybody's ass. He was killing people. It was amazing.
And that whole death
And then
scene was rough.
Endgame, I remember I was like, at first I was like, okay, it was good, fine, but I was like, it was a complete 180 of Infinity War. It was too lighthearted all the time. It was like, okay,
Yeah.
we know that went dark, so here's some humor,
Yeah.
so you feel better. And I was like, oh, come on, man, you can't.
That's
You can't,
bullshit.
yeah.
They should have kept on the momentum there.
Exactly.
Yeah, for me, like I was saying, Hulk is like my guy.
Yeah, and they did him dirty, man. They did him.
Right. Yeah, no. First Thanos destroys him,
and then he's a Professor Hulk.
What the hell?
He got humbled
literally.
real quick. He got humbled.
I was like, all right, that's my boy. Let's go. And then,
Even the Hulk
he
gets defeated.
Yeah.
Like what we were talking about earlier.
Nah,
Even the Hulk.
when they put him in the robot, I was like, God, bro, what a like shitty character.
Yeah, and then he became Professor Hulk. He doesn't fight anymore.
Yeah, because my favorite characters is like Hulk, Thor. I'll probably say Hulk, Thor, Captain America, then Iron Man. But Thor was just a fat Thor, just a butt of every joke.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, okay, it was funny at first, but come on.
That's it. Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
And also, too, he's a god.
Yeah,
Why
bro.
is he being thrown around like
And
that?
like throwing beer, like just drinking beer, like I don't know, like whatever. It was funny, yeah, like you said at first, and then it just kind of like.
And
That's
I
the
was
thing,
kinda
when the
hoping
hype-
I was kind of hoping when he grabbed the hammer, the weight would shred.
Yeah,
I was
right.
literally like, oh, like weight would just go away. That's it. He's back to normal.
They just
Not
kept
even now, but if he would at least kick some ass. But even then,
He was getting beat up by
Yeah.
like,
him
aliens.
as a soft butter bitch. I don't know.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I was with that obviously with the hype. When you watch it the first time, opening night or whatever,
Yeah.
you're excited. So you're like, oh shit, like so you accept the jokes, you accept it because you're excited. But when you start watching it a second and third time, you're like, oh, like
This movie's bad.
I don't know if I like this anymore.
Yeah, bro.
Because Infinity War, I can watch that any day, and it's not like Infinity War was like this like dark, like traumatizing movie. It had humor,
Yeah.
but it had humor in the right moments. Endgame, you have Thor
They just
playing
went on the deep
Fortnite
end.
with a headset, saying what I mean.
Noob master.
Yeah, they're trying to be too mainstream.
Exactly. Like Infinity War had humor, but at the right times. But it knew when to get dramatic. You had Thanos getting dark.
And also too, I didn't like the fact that it was the Thanos from like a different like timeline.
Yeah.
And there's no weight to it. He has
Even
no
though
weight
that
on.
the first 5 minutes of Endgame or first 10 minutes are perfect. That's what I wanted for the whole movie. It was dark. They lost. How do they come back from that? You know?
Yeah.
And then they fucking chop. Like Thor comes in and chops off Thanos' head off, and like, okay, now I got you.
Yeah.
That right there was like, yes.
was good.
And then the rest of the movie, you have like Professor Hulk on a truck, and they're eating tacos, and I was like, oh man, what happened here? You know?
Have you seen the WandaVision or no?
So, nah, I haven't seen it. It's good.
It's good, but it dragged a little bit. Towards
A
the
little
end.
bit. I heard.
If you
I've seen,
binge
like,
it,
it's
you
like
might like it
a
more.
little like it's pretty trippy. Like
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
No,
cool.
WandaVision, because we're watching it like every week, so
It dragged out a little bit.
But if you just see it,
If you
in
binge it,
sequence-
yeah.
If
If you binge it, you might like it more.
But I think
Yeah.
I'm done with Marvel though.
yeah,
I think after Wanda,
they're going out to yeah.
I think that's it. Like, cause it's a bottom of the barrel. I don't care about these other shitty characters.
And
Only
even
Spider-Man.
before I saw any of this, like WandaVision or Falcon, when Endgame ended, I told Josh, I was like, this is the peak. It's not going to get higher than this
It can't,
anymore. It's
yeah.
not. It's not. Doesn't matter what they try. They'll try to do this, there's more storylines that they can do and for Avengers movies, but it's not going to, this is peak Marvel. It's
Right.
not going to get better than
Yeah,
that.
too.
I just don't see it.
There's too much movies. They've been freaking fishing out.
I just
already.
don't
The
see
series,
it.
Everything is just a lot.
Yeah,
of shit,
and
bro.
unless they
Lot
change
of
their
keep up.
formula, and they're not afraid to go different, Marvel's not afraid to change it up. Like
Nah.
Infinity War and like Winter Soldier and those were good.
And
They
Civil War.
weren't and Civil
Yeah.
War. They weren't afraid to get a little bit more gritty, but that's because they had new directors come in and do that. But then with Endgame, I was like, they just regressed all the way back.
Went back.
You
That's
know,
what's going
What
on,
I
bro. This
like was
wokeness shit
Doctor
is fucking up.
Strange.
At least good movies like that, it's just like
yeah,
it's getting in
man.
there.
Yeah,
It's just
now-
unnecessary because like Falcon, I was cool with it when he got the shields. Like that makes sense. Let's see it.
Yeah.
And like that was fine, but then like why do you have to do all this preachy stuff? And I was like, all right, man, like it's
I'm
just
good.
a turn off because I know it's just gonna divide people more.
Yeah.
When this should be a time where we all just want to come in and watch the same show together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They just
Not
create
give
more
a
and more
political
shit.
message in the middle of a show.
God, bro.
Someone's getting banged on the.
Oh my god, let me in. You know, but
Give it to me.
Endgame definitely was peak. I mean, dude, the hype. I remember the hype.
Oh, bro, hype.
I never the
think there was
app.
a line
I
to
never
get
the
it.
yeah,
the
there
app
was-
crashed. We couldn't get a ticket, so we just a guy in the car and just drove to the theater.
Damn,
Like
bro.
like at 11 o'clock to go get the.
There
ticket.
was leaks. You remember the leaks? There, the
Yeah,
whole
that was so
story.
stupid. I don't know why they would like show the movie first in China.
That's
like-
stupid.
Yeah, so that leaked. There was footage leak. Everybody's like, "Oh my
Fucking
God,
Chi-
there's
fucking
leaks."
China.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like
China.
Like, why would you show that? Like, why would you do that? Like, it should have been on like at the same time.
I remember we had just finished doing a podcast or something, and Josh was like, "Oh my God, there's leaks to the end game," and it was like if a bomb went off, we were like, "Get off the internet! Get off the internet!"
It was like the ending.
It was the ending.
Like when
Like
they all come back.
Ah, get the hell out of here.
there was footage. There was
Like Fernie saw it by mistake.
yeah, there was footage. There was written stuff about what happens and like about the whole plot.
Yo, but Endgame kind of they left it open, right? I remember the ending was Samuel Jackson and these guys, and was that Endgame or was that
Which one was it?
In Endgame, they left it like open that there could be another movie, or they closed it.
It ended, but
And there's gonna be another Avengers movie.
Yeah, right.
yeah, for
But
sure,
it's
for
gonna
sure.
be people that we don't give a shit about.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're already like
They're gonna go
teasing.
Fast and Furious route and try to ride that
Yeah.
shit out.
And with Marvel, I mean, look, like
Yeah.
they have so much to work with. That's fine, but I just don't see that people are not going to care as much. The hype level. Captain America's gone. Iron Man. Well, Captain America isn't gone because there's a new one.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
dead.
But you know what I mean. Like Steve Rogers is gone because Captain America. You know, like with the show.
Yeah. But it's not the same.
But
Captain
you
America.
know, Spider.
Iron Man's gone.
Iron Man's gone, and
Hulk.
Thor
Yeah.
doesn't have much time left. I think.
Yeah, I think
Hulk is done.
They're gonna
Hulk,
start
I don't know
cutting
what
people
he's
off.
doing.
Yeah, and I think I always say this in the podcast. Like I think this is DC's time to take over.
But they're being stupid as well.
DC,
They're
like,
also going full woke, right?
I don't even know what they're doing. I don't even think they know what they're doing
They
anymore.
know because like they're just like confused. They have no idea.
They make a good movie, then they make a really bad one.
Have you
Like I
seen
thought.
like Wonder Woman 2.
No, I haven't seen
It
it.
was
I
bad.
heard it was bad. I heard
Yeah, it was
like,
bad.
like waste of 3 hours of my life. Like that shit was.
Yeah,
like,
but then they
a
make
snooze
movies.
fest.
Then they make movies like the Joker. You know, like
Yeah,
Joker,
Ah,
the
the Joker was
Joker
good.
was
The Joker was
good.
good.
or
Joker was good.
Have you seen the Zack Snyder Justice League?
No, I haven't seen it. It's good.
it's actually good.
That
Yeah.
that one.
I don't know if you saw
the-
I got
watch.
the shirt, I got the shirt.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
shirts and everything.
Shirt.
Yeah,
I'll
that
go
was
with
great. I was so
How
surprised.
long of a watch is that?
4 hours.
But you can watch it as a show.
Yeah.
God damn.
You
It's
can
a
watch it as
6
show,
parts.
though,
It's
'cause
in
it,
6
it
parts.
breaks it down as
Into
a show.
parts?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Like,
so
like what every
4
hour or
hours.
so it'll
It's-
go to black like part 2 or like part.
it's
3.
not every hour. It depends on it. The movie was written like in 6 parts, so
Yeah.
they throughout the movie it tells you part 2, part 3, so you can watch it as a show. We saw it in one sitting. We saw it twice, and I want to watch it again. I remember I got out of work.
Yeah.
It was like 12 something at night because I work at the Hard Rock, and I was like, man, I want to watch it. I got the shirt that day. It just came out. And I told Josh I got McDonald's like at 12 something at night. I was like, Josh, I'm gonna get McDonald's.
All right.
We're gonna make an event out of it.
Dude,
We're
we
gonna
got,
watch it at home.
Like chicken sandwich, nuggets.
And we set it up.
Sounds like a good time.
We set it up. We had the movie on, and we just watched it till like 5 in the morning.
Damn, bro.
4 hours.
Just there, freaking.
Because I was like, you know what, bro? Like I had to work, and I was like, damn it, I wanted to watch it like earlier. And I didn't want to like miss it. Like I didn't want to like not do it because of work. I didn't want work to hold me back and
Right.
like some
nah,
stupid
you got
job.
the
or whatever.
chicken salad, got some fries.
Dude,
Sounds
everything,
Yeah.
everything, and we made an event out of it, you know, because you know that was a huge movement. Like, this is a guy's original vision of a movie that got completely cut out and
Yeah.
ruined. I don't know if you saw the original version,
I didn't see that.
Terrible.
How long did that come out? ago?
2017.
2017. That was terrible.
Terrible.
No, like that.
They reshot the whole movie. This other director came in. It was a whole different movie.
Wow.
If you can watch the 2017 version first, mind you, it's a
Why?
4-hour cut, right?
Why would he do that to himself?
It's a 4-hour
I
cut.
gotta feel the shitty part so I could appreciate that.
Exactly. Because the original cut is 4 hours long. The one that came out in theaters, that most of it is reshot anyway. It's like an hour and 40 minutes.
Ah, so it's a quick watch.
And they, yeah. And they reshot it. They cut everything out. The actors were like, what is this? When the movie came out, it was so bad that fans of the director, Zack Snyder, because he's had to step down. Because his daughter passed away, and he was always fighting with the studio. Because, again, the studio didn't trust him. So they completely screwed him over. And when the movie came out, fans started a whole petition. It was called Release the Snyder Cut. That was in 2017. For years, they said, there's a Snyder Cut. We know it. This is not his movie. We don't believe it. We don't believe it. And they all put in donations, and they filled up a billboard in New York.
Damn, bro, she got a lot of hype.
It was like a beautiful thing until it was such a big movement that the studio called in Zack Snyder, and they announced it like, all right, we're gonna release this version. We'll give you some money for you to finish it for like CG and stuff like that, effects. And they announced it, and fans went crazy.
Wow.
It was real, and
That's cool,
you
man.
had critics and all these people, all these like studio executives being like, "Oh, that's not true. Like you guys are just toxic fandom."
Oh, yeah, bias. They're just trying to
Uh-huh.
put that shit on.
And
the
then
rug.
it was such a big thing, and then HBO Max was a thing, for streaming,
That's
and
right.
then they're like, "All right, we're gonna do it. We'll release it on the
You
streaming
guys saw the
service."
new Mortal Kombat?
We did.
yeah,
We did.
You guys didn't. What? I know you guys were like waiting for it.
Yeah.
Was what you thought it would be, or it was worse than what you thought?
Uh,
I haven't
I'm-
seen it yet.
I'm not gonna say it was worse.
No, it was alright. It was alright.
It was alright.
It wasn't. It was like.
It's a
aight,
solid B
aight.
movie. I wish the action was a little better, but there are some good fun
But
moments.
we were
Good
like
effects and
laughing at
stuff.
the movie at times.
Yeah.
Because we were watching in IMAX and we were really kind of like, dude, this is like a spoof.
It's one of those movies, right?
If
Yeah,
at first it felt like a parody.
Or if you take it too serious.
Yeah,
you're
no,
gonna hate
definitely don't like. It's a movie. Have a few beers, go watch it,
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Relax, chill.
At first we were like, I was like, oh, like this feels like a parody. But then there's like good moments. So I was like, okay, it's picking up. It's better. But if you go in and just enjoy it, like it's fine. It's like a good B movie that you watch on
The
TV
problem
with your family.
Is that, like films here, like in the U.S., they have this habit with action. They cut too much.
Oh.
And that's
Yeah.
very annoying because when you watch like foreign films,
Yeah.
dude, they are on the action.
Yeah.
You see everything that's happening. Because we watch on YouTube, oh my God, what's her name? The Quarter Crew,
Uh-huh.
and they get like stunt people and they
And they keep the
break down
camera on.
scenes.
They keep the camera
Yeah.
on.
And they break down scenes with a stunt guy of how they do fight scenes, how you should do a fight
Yeah.
scene. And after watching like them, because they're like what is it called? The VFX people. They do like a lot
Yeah.
of VFX and stuff. It's a great channel. You learn a lot about like movies and stuff. And when you see like how they break down the fight scene and you like, oh, I get it now. And then you see like Mortal Kombat, it's just cutting. And you
Yeah.
see
Back and
nothing.
forth.
Like you just,
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. And that happened to me with Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Right.
Terrible fight scenes. Only
Because
one good
like
fight
the
scene.
scene is cool, but if you don't shoot it right, if I can't tell what the action is, then I can't appreciate it.
Right.
Especially like with martial arts, right? Like with karate or anything. A lot of those martial arts films, like Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan.
Oh.
I'm sure you've seen those,
Yeah,
right?
you see
You
the whole
watch
thing.
those, you see everything that's going on, you can appreciate it. Now, in an American movie, the action is very up close, so it's just cutting a lot. Like the Jason Bourne movies, like the later ones, you can't really tell what's going on. The first two are good, pretty good, but the later ones, they cut too much, and because what they do is they cut a lot to make it look quicker than what it is.
Oh yeah, right.
So like if
With
I'm
these different angles.
Exactly. But in reality, they're like fighting super slow because they're not real fighters, and then they just cut a lot, and it makes it look like there's a lot going on, but you can't really see what's going on.
Right.
That's what makes movies like Jackie Chan movies or like Jet Li or like Bruce Lee, you can really appreciate, it's a wide shot. You see them, you can appreciate, you see the leg kick
Every
fully.
single movement, yeah.
You see the move.
You know what's a great fighting movie is The Raid 1 and 2. Part 1 and 2.
The Raid. I've never heard of that shit.
Oh, you
It's
never
a
seen-
it's an Indonesian movie. It's like it's subtitles.
Watch that
Amazing.
movie, and you'll be like, "That's."
I don't. It
amazing.
used to be on Netflix. I don't think it is anymore.
No,
Probably not.
And you have to like try to like I don't know where to watch it, but you have to make sure it's in the original because they
Don't watch it
they-
dubbed.
Right?
It's
Nah,
awful.
dubs
It's
are
so
probably-
terrible.
It's terrible. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
I prefer reading subtitles sometimes.
Yeah,
no,
If that's the case.
And it's not dialogue heavy either.
It's
It's,
not- it's
literally
just
about a
action.
raid that's going on. There's like this building. It's like a crime building, and there's like this drug lord in it, and there's these like
SWAT
military
people,
SWAT guys.
yeah.
It's in like I don't even know where it's set. It's like Indonesia,
The
and it's
fighting
based off
style,
Silat
that's
fighting.
Silat fighting. That's the style.
It's a fighting style,
shit, dude.
apparently that's like illegal in I think it's like Indonesia or somewhere. I don't know. I looked it up.
I don't know.
It's illegal. It's like they use like the blades that come out through here and or like that they slice you up in like 3 seconds in certain points that you're dead instantly.
Damn.
And the fighting style, it's illegal or some shit like that. Some crazy stuff.
Raid, I want to see that shit.
There's like different. Like,
There's two
like,
parts.
I don't know if it's true or not. I was reading up on the Silat fighting. There's like a bunch of different forms of it. There's like a lethal or like
Yeah.
or a little like less lethal.
Apparently they know
There-
points
there-
that to
there's, like,
fucking
a
kill
bunch
you.
of
Yeah.
different stuff.
Not
in
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
Probably
No,
certain
and part
veins.
2.
Yeah.
And part 2 is even better than part 1. Like part 2, you watch those 2 movies,
Look them up. They're really like
like
they're
like-
amazing.
like-
If you like good fighting movies,
Yeah.
I promise you, even just watch the trailer. Just watching the
No,
trailer.
I wouldn't
No,
even watch the
yeah,
trailer.
actually no.
No, you
Because I know you don't like
Wow.
trailers.
I'll
You don't
just
like
go into that, bro.
go into it.
Watch those 2 movies.
I'll take your word for it.
No, like just wow, just great fighting. Just,
No, I
just a
mean
good time.
it's some of the best action you'll see. No joke.
All right.
That good.
I'll see
That
what's
good.
up with that.
The raid and the raid 2, redemption or something
Yeah,
like that.
Redemption. Like those
But-
are good.
Yeah, man.
Even part 2 is better than 1, and it's even longer.
Yeah.
Part 1 is an hour and 30, an hour and 40. Part 2 goes on for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
and
because
30
it's like
minutes.
undercover and
He's been, like,
it's awesome.
undercover
It's
in part
awesome.
two.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Like those are good movies.
Fucking dope.
But yeah, man. Dude, we've been on for 3 hours
3
and
hours.
10 minutes. It's 1 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah, I looked at the time. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Bro. I didn't even eat breakfast. I'm like, yo, I'm
Me
feeling-
neither.
I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I got to work later. But, dude, great time.
Yeah,
Great time, man.
We had a great conversation, dude.
3 hours.
That's
That's up there. It's up there. Our longest was
3 hours and 30.
3 hours and 30. We've been up there.
It's when you're talking. Well, normally, I feel like there's no moment in life where you ever talk to somebody like this long.
Without some sort of
Interruption.
I feel like you don't talk to anybody in this. At least for me, from
Mhm.
like you don't talk to anybody like this. No, you don't talk to your parents this long. You don't talk to.
it's
anybody
very
this long.
rare. Yeah, without
Like,
some
this only
sort of
happens in podcasts. Like,
yeah, without some sort of either like interruption or distraction where you have to go and like small talk. You
Right.
know, yeah,
where you're
it's
just
true.
focused specifically on just talking. It's crazy.
It's awesome, man. It's I find it very therapeutic sometimes. It's
Yeah,
just like,
how time flew by. It's like I'm thinking, like, how the hell has 3 hours gone by?
oh fuck, I gotta go.
yeah. I'm like, yo, I'm hungry. I gotta go to work soon. What's
Yeah,
going on?
yeah. Hey, man, no, thanks for coming on, dude. We really
bro.
appreciate it. If you want to mention your Instagram or anything like that, or
Well,
whatever you want to do, man.
It's been a real pleasure being on, bro. I appreciate you guys getting out here. It's been a real cool time.
Whenever
if
you
you guys
wanna
want
come
to
back
follow me on Instagram, that's the only page I really use on Erick Lamelas. It's just my name. There I'm just posting workout videos for people who want to have who want to be motivated to work out. I post every day. I'll probably do a little post right now after I'm done here.
In the parking lot outside. We'll film it. We'll film it.
So yeah, if you want to follow me to gain some motivation and work out every day, please go ahead, and I'll be able to. If you have any concerns about nutrition, exercise, anything, I'll be willing to answer any questions about that. So
There it is.
There it
And
is,
the OnlyFans too, right? Oh no, sorry, no OnlyFans, no OnlyFans. People were like, where do I sign up? All right,
shit,
man.
trying to
All
get
right,
me in
guys.
trouble,
That's the end of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching and for listening. If you stuck around this long, thank you. That's
For real.
3 hours.
You're the champs.
Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube. Like it, anything, dislike it, doesn't matter. It helps the channel. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. Till next one. Goodbye.
All right, there it is.